us cheering for Ingenium in the AOA. Sorry, not AOS, but in the AOA. You were upset that we were cheering for Ingenium, and you said they were toxic to you, and they said all these negative things. And then we accurately corrected that perception. We're like, dude, yes, some of their guild members said some toxic shit to you, but none of it was anything outside of, oh, you're bad at the game or whatever, XYZ. And members of their guild apologized for it, not to us, and internally took it up with their own guild for being toxic in that way. That was a conversation between you and I. Throughout that conversation, you then bring up how we don't trust Shaboi, which is true. Shaboi, we don't trust you. And I explained to you why. I just don't know you that well. And I don't have any reason to trust you because I don't know you well. That's a fair statement. You got upset with us. You said we were not family because we didn't agree with you on disliking or not cheering for Ingenium. After that, during the conversation, I said to you that Shaboi had said a few things that were out of pocket that make me distrustful of him. You then took that conversation while you and I were having it and went to Shaboi with it and said, Zeroden's talking about you. I don't know what you exactly said. I can only assume you mentioned that he was being talked about in some negative light. So while you and I are talking and I'm getting the evidence that you asked me to get, you said, I have a message from Shaboi saying, hey, why are you guys talking about me? I can paraphrase. I'm just paraphrasing here. But he was basically wondering why the hell we were talking about him, how he came up. And I said, I didn't bring you up. Lumazen brought you up. Or as you are now, Zylven brought you up. Afterward, I said, did you take our conversation that we were having privately out of the channel? And you said no at first. And then I said, bro, he's messaging me right now about this conversation. I'm going to ask you again. Did you take the conversation out of the channel? And you said, well, yeah, I talked to him about it. And I said, bro, you just broke trust. So I don't know what narrative you might be slinging about why you left, but we both know it's dishonest because the next thing that happened to you was I asked you to get no voice channel so you and I can talk about this because you broke trust. And then you immediately left the Discord and dropped guild. This is something that happened to you. This exact instance mirrors precisely what happened to you with Quancy. Quancy called you a keyboard warrior. You asked him to mic up. He didn't want to fucking engage you and then left the server. And then you called him a pussy. Did that not happen?
No, that absolutely happened because that is.
And then you did the
case
same
being.
thing. So how does that make sense, man?
How does that make sense? Well, the reason why I didn't bother miking up is because the day before you snipped our guild chat. Oh, I told my guys, blah, blah, blah. You snipped our guild chat. Did you ask any of us if we were cool with it? No.
What
So
was
don't
snipped?
scorn me.
What
The
was
snip
snipped?
where you were showing that we were signing our posts, our statements when we were talking guild chat. So you
That is
snipped
not
that, you put
private.
that public, but it
Oh,
was in
no.
Comstar and you put it publicly.
I didn't
So
put it
yes,
publicly. Well,
no,
actually, I
yes,
did.
you put
I
it in
moved into
Pugstar.
stream chat. So
But
yeah. So no, it's
yes,
true. No,
you
it's
put
true.
it
And I'll address
it
that. No, that's
and
fine. That's
I
fine.
saw that as hypocritical, and that's why I was just like, I don't want to have this conversation because I saw it as hypocritical. And that is
Was
the
that
honest truth.
a heated or charged conversation that you and I that was actively engaging in, or was that just us
No,
having fun?
no,
Stop,
when
just be honest for a second. And just
no,
answer. Was it us
yeah,
having fun?
yeah, we were having fun, but I thought that
Okay.
chat was private.
Okay. If it's us having fun, part of what I do as the GM is I want to show people that we're having fun. I thought it was funny. I shared it. All right. And I didn't share it in a secretive way behind your back where somebody else
No,
suddenly starts messaging me. Hold on. Suddenly starts messaging me about it. And it wasn't a charged or heated conversation. Have we had heated conversations before and I have not shared any of that ever? Yes. Many times you and I have had heated conversations before where it was not shared because that is something complete. You're conflating something harmless with something harmful. And then it was not even done. We weren't even through the discussion. You asked me to produce evidence. And while I was doing that, you broke confidence.
what I saw was a message is like it's funny that he's showing that he doesn't trust me right now, but he doesn't go find the information for himself.
I asked you to come talk to me about it privately. You left the server. Did you ever ask me or even bring up an issue with me talking in the other channel about what we had that the our joking around with each other? Did you ever to anybody, myself or any other Reaver, any other officer in the guild, did you mention anything about it?
I mean, no, why would I? People would just get mad at me and they'd
Exactly.
be like, "You're on some weird
No one
shit."
would get mad at you, man. You had a complaint. You didn't air it. I had a complaint. I aired it. You left the channel. It's not. These are not comparable. These are apples and
Okay,
oranges, and
but
you're trying to
what
conflate the
is?
issue.
Hold on, but what does that have to do with the current harassment? That's my
What
question.
current harassment? How are you being
You
harassed?
guys
You're being.
making stuff up about me. Like, what?
I didn't
What's
make anything
where's
up
this
about
come
you, but
from?
we'll get to that. We'll get to that. It is pertinent because I'm setting the stage to help understand the conditions of which you left. They were not nice. They were not good. You dropped the guild against everybody who was your friend because you did not want to face a discussion about you breaking confidence.
But
If
did
you
you
ever
mention
had
the
a
part that I came back and did face the discussion and you wanted to give me a
and you made it
janitor
very
role, which is a role of
yep,
scorn and shame?
because you broke trust.
But don't you see that that's just why would you put somebody in a position of shame? When
You are
the
not
more I
trustworthy, and
thought
you
about
said
it,
so. You said so yourself. I asked you one question. Can you guarantee your loyalty? And you said, no, I can't. So
not
I
to
said
you
the
guys
conversation's
at
over.
that point, no. And yeah,
Okay, so the
that's why I left.
conversation was over. So you left. So you have shown that you have demonstrated verbally and in through your actions that you were not trustworthy. You said I can't be trusted. So it's not me assuming anything. I
I
didn't make an assumption about just
yeah, I, s-
I'll let you talk. But
I
I'm
said
saying
at that I said it. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I can't make an assumption about your trust. I asked you directly. You told me, and I had already known you've demonstrated that you were not trustworthy at that point in time. You said
Yeah,
because of your current emotional state, you could not be trusted. So I left you. Now, the next time we encountered each other, I don't even know if you're aware, wasn't Tuesday when you came out to me. It wasn't Tuesday. The next time I encountered you was Sunday, and it was on Arsha, and I left you the fuck alone because I figured you didn't want anything to do with me. I want nothing to do with you. You're gone. You're not a member of my guild. You're not my problem. I
and
left you.
that's exactly what it was.
I
I
left
left
you
you alone.
alone. Correct?
Yeah, yeah, you
Okay.
did. No,
You
this is a
you were
correct
grinding.
statement.
I could have harassed you. I didn't fucking touch you. I let
No,
you
no,
be.
no. This is very
The,
true. This is very true.
the following time, information about me, a conversation had already been had with members of Vagabondz who were spamming me in game, following me in on stream, using information that you gave them with usernames that you provided them information to use, like such as my gear score, such as how certain things I thought or felt, or a discussion that I had about specific feelings regarding the program, the partner program, for example. I don't know what you said. I don't know
I,
what
I,
character I had said to somebody else. I had said to our guys privately, I was like, yeah, it's a bit of a sore spot for me, and I don't want to talk about it. And then you took that and provided to members that are of a guild that actually fucking spies me, right? So the next time that I encountered you, they had already been spamming it. You came out to me under an unassumed identity, thinking that I wouldn't recognize you, and came out to fight me in a 1v1, which I obliged you, knowing who you were the entire fucking time.
no, and
And,
I
a-
appreciate that. I
and
was just trying to
afterward,
have fun.
I said something that was very true. Maybe I shouldn't have said it the way I said it, but it was
Okay,
still true,
and
which
look, man,
was that we
absolutely,
were there for you when no one else was.
you are
This is
100%
my
correct.
word. Hold on.
You are
These are.
you're 100%.
I promise I'm going to stop talking at some point and
Okay,
you'll talk.
okay.
Promise. Just give me a second. Let me get it all out. All right. At that point, I had said that we were there for you and no one else was. I was sending a message to you specifically. I didn't use your name. I didn't say who it was. I didn't say who was involved. All I said was we were there for you and no one else wasn't. You were damn near suicidal and we were there for you. Just remember that. Now, the second part where I said you were damn near suicidal, was that, could I phrase that differently? Sure. But that's also your words because you said to us specifically, you said, if it weren't for you guys, I'd been alone throughout this. I'd been struggling. And if it weren't for you guys, I would have lost it by now. Those were your words. Exactly. I directly quoted you. I was out of
And
concern for you because you just swapped friend groups. I said what I said so that the people around you maybe would fucking have the common sense to reach out to somebody and hope that he's there for them as he self-destructs.
but I was not self-destructing at this point in time. This point in time where everything was happening. I don't know if you know back. I didn't say I got a divorce with my wife. I said we separated, and we are actually working on those issues just fine.
I didn't say any of that. That's not my.
You
I
said
haven't
that.
I
said
You
know,
said
any of
that to
that.
me in private call.
but you said that to Shaboi in private call. So why? So my question is now. I didn't relay this information. I didn't relay
Shaboi,
that
knowing
information to
Shaboi is
Shaboi.
your friend, yes, and again, out of concern for
I,
you,
and
because
I understand that it's
what you said
out of
is
concern.
yeah, because what you said is reasonable, because it's not the first time you gave that message, was reasonable that you might be in a, I mean, you said first you're in a mentally fragile state, that you said many times to us that you're not okay, and you said many times to us that you are going through a lot of shit and you need people there for you. Those were your words. Now we're not there for you. So out of concern for you, I said these things. But then the next thing you did was you turned around and you took it and you said he's doxing me. Nothing that I said about you, nothing about how you we were there for you. That's not doxing. Not giving any information about you is not doxing.
But
You're the one who
people,
came out and go ahead.
but the thing is that people Googled the term when you said it because they didn't know what you meant, and they
They
looked
Googled
it up,
Desgro,
and then they put 2 and 2 together.
but did
Yes,
they know?
and
How did they know it was you? Because I wasn't
because
even fighting you.
I was the one who left the guild, and
You
earlier
were
in
under
your
a
stream
different
chat.
name.
No, hold on. In your when during your stream, you killed me, and you said Desgra plus, and you also earlier in that stream, as you killed me, you said Desgra. So
It's
people
a under
put
specific term.
2 and 2 together.
So
It is a
that's
very
fine.
under specific term, but people put 2
Sure.
and 2 together
Sure.
because people, they think. So in a sense, it wasn't
How did they know it was you, Lumi? How
maybe
did
it
they know
was
it
a
was you?
because I was the one who just recently
But
left the
how did they
guild.
know it was you?
I mean, to be fair, this
That
is a
could have
small
been to
BBO
anybody.
community.
I mean,
What I'm saying is the only way they knew it was you is if you told them that this is my new identity. I left the fucking unit. No one knew who you were or what it was about. Even if they looked it up, that's fine. Nothing that was said, even with the context that it was you, it's still not doxing.
I mean, I don't know why you're trying to justify it, but
I'm not, because it's
in
not
a
doxing.
sense, no,
Definitionally, it's not.
in a reach, it is. Yes.
In
In
a
a reach.
massive reach. You have to,
Yes,
but you know what
but
happened next?
it's still
Do you know what happened
personal
next?
information.
Do you know what happened next after
Yes.
you said that you got doxxed, which did not happen? Somebody comes to Chrysidra's stream while she's streaming and follows with my children's real life name, both of them in the stream, and brings up a terminal illness that my daughter was suffering from
Hey, but
at some point.
again, what does that have to do with me, and why are you
Just
guys
like
calling me
people
this?
look something up when it happened to me, it's retaliatory because of what you said happened to you. So yes, one way or another, the dominoes fell, and the first domino fell in that instance because of you saying that you got doxxed, which you did not. Talking about your mental health without
But
any context, saying that you were damn near suicidal and you fucking, that is not like, I could have, I agree with
I
you. I could
never
have phrased
used
it.
those terms. I never
Hold on.
used those terms with you,
I
though.
know, I agree with you. I could have phrased it differently. I could have
I
said it
agree.
differently. Don't
And I
disagree.
appreciate you, and honestly, I do appreciate having this conversation because I understand the trouble that followed, and I'm very sorry. And to be honest with you, I think it's really shitty that people are doing that, and I will defend you on that part
But
any
those are
point of
the
the day.
people that you're associating with now, because it was inevitable at that point in time. Just answer me this one question: at the point in time where you came out and fought me in game, had you already talked about me to the members of that guild?
Only to the extent of his gear is this, and this is how they fight. That was it.
That's not the information I got. Can you just be honest for a second? How long of
I
a
am being
conversation
honest
did
with
you
you.
have about me?
Not a very long one.
From
I
what I
said
heard, it
I
was
saw
about
him.
30 minutes of conversation. And
I
there was more information that came out from those members based off that conversation. My point is, if you don't want your personal information shared, don't share mine.
He's
I
lying.
didn't
I
share
wasn't.
anything about you
But
first.
but what
When those
we're
members are
talking
coming out
about
on my stream using my platform to come out and spam me with information that I have decided to keep private, why am I obliged to keep your privacy?
But I kept your privacy. I kept your
Did
privacy.
you
I
share
said
about me
something
first, or
in
did I share
game.
about you first?
I shared in game information. It was
But
in
did you
game.
share
That's
about
not
me
private.
first, or did I share about you first?
I shared in game information. So no, I
You
didn't share about you.
IRL first, Zero. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes.
No IRL was shared. His
No,
information
Yes, you
no,
was
did.
not attached to it.
But everybody looked at that and viewed it that way, except you guys.
I
I
think
didn't even.
except a lot of people. I think it's
I
pretty.
didn't.
You say everyone, but I think it's pretty reasonable to say that your information not being shared, your specific details, anything about who you are as a person not being shared, you not being identified, is not considered doxing. Because doxing, just so you understand, is when
Is
I share personally identifiable information. That did not happen.
It's information that can be seen as personal that is spread through malice. Yes, I looked up the
Where are you
definition.
going?
That's
Where
the
are you
Google
going with this
definition.
from? Okay, let's go. Let's go do this. Go to Google because we're gonna do Google definitions. Let's do that. It's fine. What is doxing?
I just
Can
want
you
to before you start.
Zeroden,
Before you start,
So the literal definition is search for and publish private or identifying information about a particular individual on the internet, typically with malicious intent. That's not what
okay,
happened to you.
Zeroden, can I ask you this?
Yes.
From just person to person, can you please ask the other people to stop harassing me in my stream? I'm just trying to chill.
It's not me. I'm not responsible for them.
Okay, fine.
I will ask them, but I need you to do something for me. Because this narrative that you got doxxed, which is actually fucking false, resulted in my children's information being released. Actual, literal preteen children have been involved because of these actions that you these false claims that you've made.
I agree with you. That is wrong. It is wrong in all accounts. 100%.
Understand, I'm not responsible for the people that are in your stream. I don't know who's doing that. We were talking about it. I think someone mentioned it in my fucking in Comstar. I was like, I don't know who's doing it, and if you guys are doing it, don't do it. It's not any of our guys. It's not anyone I know. I did ask at least one other person that wasn't a hunter that I thought maybe could have done it, but they said it's not them.
Okay.
So I don't know who's doing it. I already asked. Sorry,
Okay.
I don't know what to tell you, man. And I'll say it because is my voice being transmitted on your stream?
For some reason it hasn't been, but let me see if I can get it fixed.
Okay. Well, either way.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Is it true Lux Legends is your best friend?
I mean, me and her are very good friends. Yeah.
Him.
Why is that an issue?
No, I'm just wondering. Is it true? I heard he was saying some stuff about me.
Well, yeah, they said that you had defended inmate in his transphobia. Like,
No, I've
they're
never
saying that all transgender people need to be put down.
I don't know inmates' views.
Your issues with Lux are your issues with Lux, man. That's not.
I'm just. Hey, you're in this Discord. I'm free to say what I want.
I'm not telling you not to say what you want. I'm
So
saying your issues
I
with
just
Lux
wanted
are
to
your
know.
issues with Lux.
If you don't want to speak about it, you don't got to speak about it. It's fine.
I can't speak on it. It's not my issue. I don't know.
I just wanted to know.
There is. I just know that the reason that you were brought up in that context by Lux was because you had said some transphobic comments or defended transphobia. I can't be specific because it's not my comment.
How does that make you feel about me?
I don't have a feeling one way or another. I don't support what you said, and I don't have the context enough to have a conversation saying I do or don't support you, or I don't like you, or no, I don't know you that well. And I think I said the same thing to Lux. I don't know you enough.
Right.
The context that they provided was straightforward. That you had supported some transphobic comments, and I said something along the lines of, I said I don't really know him, and I didn't know that it was the same person. And that's it. I don't have any other information. I wasn't involved. I'm not there. I don't know all the details. If you have a problem with what Lux is saying about you, you should talk to Lux.
No, I just wanted to know. Yeah.
I don't know if you
had to talk with the person.
Okay. I mean, legitimately, if you have a problem with what Lux is saying, talk to Lux. Because she'll talk to you about it. I know she will. She'll have no problem talking about it. Have you ever reached out to her?
I've only heard of them because of like Carl and streamers like you. But I went into their stream once.
Let me ask you a different question.
I don't know them.
Maybe a better question. How do you feel about transphobia?
I don't care. I don't have an opinion on it. I never looked into it. I do not share inmates' views on it. Inmates funny. I'm all for transphobic jokes and racist jokes. That's just funny to me. But I don't have a view on it.
Do you think transphobic jokes are funny?
Yes.
Okay. Fair enough.
And racist
That's
jokes.
your humor. I don't agree with you.
Damn, you had to plug that last one. You're wild.
I mean, it's just super funny. You don't got to take life so serious.
I mean, I think that's fucking. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I think that's cringe, but you do you, man.
You're running a fucking cult guild. What do you mean that's cringe?
Yeah, I'm running a cult guild. Under what context could you call it a cult?
It's not an
they
actual
change
cult.
their names in the video game, and
I'm joking when I say it. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Fine. Fair enough. I'm just saying that it's such a.
But you are over 40.
It's like a red flag. Like people, it's like a red herring. When people say that shit, I'm like, bro, how small-minded can you be? It's just a red herring.
I've defended your guild against being called a cult, but you are kind of weird.
I mean, I
Bro,
don't need you to.
but that's not what we came in here for. So let's get back to the point. Comms are on, so they're on now. I fixed the issue.
Sure. So, I mean, we recorded our half of the conversation. That's why I brought Veirylle in here. That was the whole purpose. He's muted. He's just hanging out.
Okay. I mean, like,
Was there any more? Like, I don't really know what else you want to discuss at this point in time. I'm just saying that your actions, what you had said, led to my children being doxxed. If you weren't involved directly, I'm just saying it's extremely convenient timing where you left the guild, claimed you got doxxed, and then my children are getting doxxed. Not me, not my spouse, my children.
But you can't link the two together.
Yeah, you can't link those two.
I absolutely can, because
No,
the
you
only
can't. You've already had haters before.
Bro, those haters weren't added on Facebook. He was.
Oh my gosh, but you've had hella haters in your past. That's not his fault.
And yet they've never been doxxed.
You want to know you want to know something legitimate, Zeroden? I don't even know the names of your kids. I really don't. I didn't pay attention to the Facebook that much. I'm not on Facebook like that.
At this point, I've heard multiple times where you have told me something and then done something else. Did you or did you not say you don't want any drama?
I said that I do not want drama. And you
why
were about to bring
would you
up
come back out? I'm gonna ask you one question. I just want to see if there's any consistency here. Somebody who doesn't want drama. I encountered you in game. I left you the fuck alone, right? You encountered me in game and you engaged me under an assumed identity, thinking I wouldn't know who you were. Which one says I don't want drama?
I kind of figured you would have already known. And no, and I came out to have fun and play the game. That doesn't insinuate that I want drama. You took it personally that way. You took it as malicious.
I'm asking you a question. Just actions to actions. We speak by actions. Which one insinuates I don't want to have anything to do with the situation? The person who went out and sought the situation, or the person who avoided it?
I didn't saw any situation. I just wanted to go have fun.
You came out to me while I was live.
But you can't correlate. Oh man, you came out here maliciously
to say that you did not want to be involved with me by directly involving yourself with me. It makes no sense.
I came to fight because I joined a guild that was fighting you at the time. And to keep in mind, I didn't run you down. I fought you 1v1 because I wanted to fight you because I wanted to have fun.
Not accusing you of that. But what I am saying is, which one says more that you're avoiding drama? The person who's literally just left you be? Because you could have fought me that day. You could have fought me Sunday when you saw me, right?
I didn't even see you though. No, I didn't see you though.
You were grinding Star's End at Arsha on Sunday, right?
That's Arsha. Come on now.
It's Arsha. Yes, I was grinding on Arsha at Star's End on Sunday.
I could have attacked you right then, consequence free.
True,
you could have, man, because I figured you just wanted to be left alone. But the first thing you did was come back out to me, man. That doesn't say I don't want to be involved. That says I'm looking for some shit.
That doesn't say I'm looking for some shit. If I was looking for some shit, I'd be like, hey man, I'm looking for some shit. Let's start it right now. So to answer your question, I would say it's irrelevant. I didn't want drama. I came to PvP and have some fun because I joined Vagabondz.
Yeah, at this point, man, we're just not friendly. There's really isn't going to be like a lot of fun between us.
No, but what I'm asking you, right?
You went from a guild that of all the guilds you could have joined, you went and found one that we were at war with, knowing that we were at war with them.
Yeah,
and then
a lot
you
of guilds.
sought me out and found me. I mean, like I don't know, man. There's a lot of coincidence. There's a lot of really convenient coincidence. I'm just saying that there's a lot. I am decked on Vaga, but do you know why I'm decked on Vagabondz?
It doesn't matter. You can drop it.
Put on your bingo boards, guys.
Dropping it is relevant. Do you know why I'm decked on Vagabondz?
All right, why are you decked on Vagabondz?
Vagabondz decked me. I decked them back. I dropped it later on that week. They redecked me. I redecked them back 2 more times until I just said, fuck it, I'm keeping the deck up. If they're just going to keep dropping it, why am I going to keep dropping it?
So there's no malicious intent behind it?
No, I've made it very clear.
And there's no issue that he's a Vagabond.
Hold on. Until I made it clear many times, both on stream and off, that there is no real beef between us and Vagabondz. And the whole, like, I just want ReyLion to admit she's an e-girl thing.
Oh, you just said it right there.
I did. Let me fucking finish my statement, goddammit. Let me finish the statement. Because I've said it many times. Like, I don't even care if it's true. It's just funny. That's it.
All right, so there shouldn't be an issue that he's in there.
Exactly.
Right.
If there's no beef with Vagabondz, then how is me coming to PvP with you?
You just
said of all the guilds.
You weren't seeking us out.
I wasn't. No, because I talked with these people and I had fun PvPing with them and I joined them. But did you think of that?
Cool.
No. You thought it was malicious.
I don't care. I didn't seek you out. You sought me out. Not one way, the other way. You
Is
sought
that
me
why
out.
you were at? Is that why you were hunting him at Crypt today?
No, today I definitely sought him out. After my kids got docked, yeah, man, that's happening, dude. That was.
But that has
But
nothing to do
again,
with
those two don't connect though.
Bro,
You
so many
can't blame
coincidences.
him.
No, it's so many disconnected coincidences. There's no way they could be
It-
correlated, right?
it's wrong. No, it's seriously, it is wrong, and it is childish to really think that I would do something like that, to correlate it together. No, and by the way, I was not the one who used the statement docs first. I had people PMing me. Did he
You
really
clipped
just
me and then
dox you?
said docs. You clipped
Yeah,
it.
I
and
did.
then
No,
in the
I
clip
clipped
you
that.
named it docs. So yes, you did, bro.
Yeah, because someone came up to me and said he just doxed you.
You clipped
So yeah,
it.
I clipped it.
And
I
then
clipped
said
it
the
doxed.
word doxing as the
But
clip's title, bro.
it
And it
didn't
wasn't a
matter.
dox.
The
I'll play it
clip.
right now. There's nothing about what happened on that stream that could even be remotely considered a dox.
Then why'd you delete it?
Why'd you delete? Yeah, why'd you delete the
Look at,
clip?
I'll
If it
answer that
okay,
without-
but here's the
Let
thing.
me
If
fucking
it
answer your question. God damn it.
I think you're just very good
The
at talking.
VOD is still there. I clean up all my clips. I do. At the end of the fucking night, it's my channel. I clean up the clips that don't fucking mean anything to me. If it's for you, that's for you. I'm not streaming for you specifically as an individual. Clips on my channel get recorded on my channel. When somebody comes and visits and they want to see what this channel's about, they'll go to clips. I don't need your fucking BM clips in there.
It's not BM. Who BM'd who first? You called me Desgar in game.
Accusing me of doxing is pretty BM when you weren't doxed.
But who BM'd me first? You called me Desgar in game. Is that not true?
I did call you Desgrub.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
does that
Did I say
equal
anything
doxing?
to you?
Is that a
No.
doxing?
That does not
Okay.
equal doxing. But who BM'd who first?
How
No,
is
no,
that
no, no,
relevant?
no.
You're bringing,
Okay,
you're
just like
comparing
how
apples
is it?
to oranges once again.
How is it just like you were putting apples and oranges when you're saying how is it, or you said how do you, is it not malicious if you come at me, and how do you not want drama if you come at me? I didn't come at you. I came to PvP
You
with
said
you
no. I
inside a game.
addressed specifically you saying you did not want to be involved. You didn't want any drama. You just wanted to be left alone. Your
and I
actions were not consistent with that, as I'm saying. That's true. Your actions are. Let's pull yourself out of the situation for a second and just look at it from an objective position.
Yeah.
Somebody is in Guild A. Guild A is at war with Guild B. Person from Guild A leaves Guild A, joins Guild B, comes back to fight Guild A, and says, I didn't want to be involved. I'm not looking for trouble. And then the next thing that happens, that person, when they get called something on stream, which has no context or meaning to anybody else, right? They have to look it up, right? They have to look it up outside the game. Has no context or meaning for anybody else.
Yeah,
Comes
but
out and says, I got doxxed. And then they make this claim, this false flag narrative claim that they got doxxed. That's not what happened, man. You didn't get doxxed. I didn't dox you. How could you even claim that?
how could you claim that? Because people put two and two together. You shared information that
That's
could have been
not
seen as
doxing.
private.
No one
do you
knows
mean?
who you are or what
Shaboi,
you
what is
are
it?
or what.
Hold on, Shaboi, what is
What's
it? What from your perspective? You saw the clips, you saw everything. What immediately? What did you do? What did you think?
Well, let's put it like this. If we're gonna put two and two together, I could say, for instance, yeah. So there's this one guy. He kind of runs what he's known for running a cult as a guild. He's kind of a And if I run off of that, people connect two and two together. That's connecting two and two together. But that's connected. But you did.
How? His name
You're-
is different. It's a different identity altogether.
But you
Not
were
his character-
calling
not
me
his
that
character-
earlier
not his
in the
character
stream
name.
chat.
Not his character name
I
though.
could have been talking about any Desgra. It's not like you're the only one in the guild. I could have been talking about fucking.
Yeah, but then
Garbage in
why,
Gaming.
when you killed me?
You're the only one
You
that made
called
it
me that.
personal though.
Yeah, you are the only one that made it personal.
I called you Desgra, which is true. You are Desgra.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
And then the next
How
thing
am I
that I
Desgar?
said,
How am I
hold-
Desgar? Hold on, pause.
you,
How am I Desgar?
You literally broke trust. You
Okay,
are
but you
by
broke mine
definition
too.
the Desgra.
You broke mine
No,
too. So
I
maybe
didn't.
maybe
No
you are
trust
too.
was broken.
What do you mean?
And I
You
didn't do it behind
shared
your back,
private
and I didn't do it
information.
maliciously, nor did I do it during a heated conversation. We took some humor.
I mean, I think
I shared
you're.
it in our own Discord, where
I-
you have access to see it.
I think your viewpoint is a little skewed.
I think your viewpoint's a little skewed. You're kind of
Okay,
looking
well
at it
then
like
we
you're a
can just
victim, and you're really not.
no,
think you're a dick
because
smart.
I am.
Do you feel
I
like you're a
truly
victim?
am. Yeah, 100%. In
Of
this
what?
situation, yes, 100% I
Of
am.
what?
Of you sharing private information that
You just
people
said, right?
correlated to me.
What private information was shared?
You literally called him suicidal on
I
your
said
own.
damn near
Bingo.
suicidal.
Bingo.
Borderline.
What did you say?
What
What
is
did you
that?
say to us? What did you say to us? That you would have lost it if it weren't for us.
But that doesn't
How else can I-
mean
how else can I
suicidal.
think
When did
That
he-
doesn't. But that
here's
doesn't
the
mean
thing.
It can
suicidal.
be. It can be.
No, but it doesn't.
Yeah, but it can be.
But you still weaponized information against
I
me.
didn't weaponize information.
Yes,
I
you
didn't
did.
use it with malicious intent.
But yes,
you
you
took
did.
it that way.
All right, can
Just
we
like
slow
you're
down
saying
for a
I took
second?
it that way, you took it that way. You took it
But
as
everybody in the
if it was malicious, and it
community
wasn't.
saw it the same way that I did. So
In
there's a
your
common
community, perhaps.
denominator in this all.
In your community, perhaps. And I've
No,
seen
not
other
just in
people
my
that saw that
community.
clip that said that is not doxing, and I said I agree, it's not doxing, and it wasn't malicious. And I said immediately afterward that I hope the people that are around you that are hearing this are there for you. It wasn't with malicious intent. There was no malice behind what I fucking said. You could take it that way, just like you can take me coming out and finding you and killing you in game. You could take that as I'm just looking for GVG, man. I'm just GVGing, but we
But
can
you
both
won't.
play
But
No,
the
you're
thing
not.
is you
all
don't
day
GVG.
long. But
You
you
run
weren't
away as
looking
soon
for
as people bring
GVG.
more numbers.
You weren't looking for GVG, bro. You were looking to fight me one-on-one, right or wrong.
I fought you one-on-one. Yeah. No,
You were
did.
looking to fight me one-on-one. So this is not consistent with somebody who tells me they don't want to be involved and they don't want drama. That's all I'm saying. It seems like you look for it.
From your
It seems like you
perspective,
went
I
looking
didn't
for
look for anything.
Just like from your perspective, you think you got doxxed because I said something that is true.
It's
that
not,
you
but it's
said
not just
yourself.
my perspective.
With no personal identifiable information. Nothing personal was identified in that conversation, but you can claim somehow in your mind that you got doxxed. There's no fucking reality where that's a dox.
I mean,
Unless you
think
tell
whatever
people that this was about me, it's not a dox, my man. And then even then, you're the one outing yourself.
I didn't even out myself.
Th-
Why did people come up to me and be like, "Man, that's fucked that he said it about you"?
I don't know. I can't speak for what other people do.
But,
I
okay,
can't
but
speak- I
exactly.
can't speak for other
So
You made-
let's just admit
what
you're
if I
wrong
wasn't
in this
talking about-
situation, and I could
What if
admit.
I wasn't talking about you? What if I was talking about Vezerat? What if I was talking
But who
about
else
somebody
are? Who
you
else
did?
were you? But who
I'm
else would
asking
you
you a
have been talking
question.
to?
How do you make that a correlation?
You easily can. You killed Zylven in game, called him a Desgra. Moments later, you said,
Just like I can easily make the correlation.
whatever
that
you call
come out here-
yourself, Desgra.
No, I
we were
didn't
here
say
for you, no one
Desgra.
else
I didn't say Desgra in voice. Sure didn't happen. Go watch the clip.
But you
Say
were
whatever you
did.
call yourself now.
You
So
did.
whatever you call yourself, whatever your name is.
You
Literally
said whatever
You
you
called him
call
a
yourself,
Desgra.
now Desgra.
You
Let's
did. The
pull it
clip
up.
is
Let's pull
there.
it up. No. Let's pull it up. I got it. I'll get it. 2 seconds. I got a timestamp clip somewhere. Just gotta
Bro,
figure
I
out
have
the
the
name.
clip right here. Look, I can
What's a
send the clip
Desgra?
in Gen Chat.
Yeah, we
Send it.
saved it to our personal computers. It's
Send it.
What's a Desgra?
You called him a Desgra after you said whatever you call yourself now, Desgra. Literally called
You
him
send the
that.
clip?
It's
I'm
in
waiting
Gen
for you.
Chat. It's in Gen Chat. What?
Give me a
What do you
second.
mean?
I can't see that. Give me a second. I'm not looking at this Discord. I can't even fucking find this thing on my list.
All right,
she's great, by the way, and she is home. Thank you for asking.
Oh
She
shit.
made a full recovery.
That's fine. I do say Desgra. You're right. But again, that doesn't identify you as an individual, does it?
Kinda lie.
Hold on. There's more. Send him the screenshot, Shaboi, of early moments before that in his stream.
What part?
Where I
That was
say
just-
Desgra to you in chat. You don't have to send a screenshot. I know I did.
Okay,
I mean before, but you were saying that you didn't. It's just weird that we have to like foolproof, like show you
Listen,
when you
hold
did
up.
something.
That's why the receipts are important. All right. I misremembered. I'm okay with that. I talked about that and I said, okay, cool. Show me what you're talking about. And I looked, but that's still not doxing under any definition.
Okay,
No matter
then
how
let's
you
put it.
cut this, it's not fucking doxing. You
Okay,
didn't
then-
get doxed.
Okay, then let's put it like this. Who are you talking about then?
It doesn't matter. He wasn't doxed.
But are
It
you
does
harassed?
not matter.
Okay,
There is
then who
not
are
doxing.
who are you talking about? You're dodging the question.
It doesn't matter because he wasn't getting doxed.
Okay, fine. Let's put doxing aside. Who are you talking about then?
What difference does it make?
I could drop the
A
whole
genuine
thing
question.
right.
What difference does it make to you in this conversation? What difference does it make?
Maybe
Who are you
stop trying to
who are you
get
talking
somebody to
about then?
incriminate
And that's fine.
themselves on a
And in
voice
this instance,
call.
I'm happy to tell you that I was talking to him directly because he was in front of me in the game. And
Okay,
I
then
know
there you go.
he was listening to the stream. But it
Actually,
doesn't
I was
change that it's
not. I was not listening to your stream.
That's fine.
Then
It's
it's
still
left
not
up
doxing.
to it's left up
still
to
not a
interpretation.
dox.
That's
Even
fine.
if I say you said X, Y, and Z, it's still not doxing. This is information. There's no personal identifiable information. There's nothing's talking about what is going on in his life. I just talked about him.
Other than him being
and I said
suicidal. But we can
were
chuck
there
that
for you and
aside.
no one else wasn't, which is true. Which to me, man, it's a genuine fucking shame that you would put somebody else through this in a position where their kids would get involved, man.
Again, those
It is.
don't connect again, by the way.
No, it is fucking connected.
But I'm
though.
not.
It's
But
not,
you
though.
are.
It wasn't
you
your kid, so you might
individually-
not give a shit. But you sit the fuck down and stay out of the
It's-
chat. I'm talking to James. I'm not here to talk to you,
it's-
bro.
But I'm here to tell you that it's not
What's this guy thinking? Look, this GM
I'm not
shit's
here
going
to
to his
talk
head.
to you, Pinky. Did I
I
come
don't
in
give
your
a
chat?
fuck.
Who wanted to talk, James or
Keep
Pinky?
keep your kids safe first. Stop putting their
That's what I
information on
fucking said.
Facebook.
That's
Stop-
what I thought, man. That's what I
stop
thought.
putting your
Am I here to
information
talk
on
to you, or am I
Facebook.
here to talk to fucking James? Did James want to have the one-on-one conversation? Because
Hey,
it
I'm
seems like
here.
a one-on-three conversation at the
I'm
moment.
here. Well, because you're lying. You keep getting caught out in lies.
Not getting,
But
haven't lied
consider
about
us
anything.
consider us the
There is
judge.
not a fucking lie I've told.
You
I've been
lost.
mistaken, and I've corrected my mistake when I've been shown the evidence, and I'm okay with that.
Nah,
That's
you knew
just
it was a
the
lie.
normal
You were just
fucking
hoping
thing
we
to do.
didn't have the evidence.
What evidence? I said I was gonna pull it up myself, dum-dum.
You were hoping we didn't have it. Stop lying.
I literally just said I will pull it up myself.
okay,
I
guys,
have a
guys,
timestamp
guys,
bot. You're
he's
being
talking to me.
obtuse on purpose. I'm not
He-
here to talk to you, Pinky. I'm here to talk to James.
Yeah. He's talking to me,
All right. Fucking crybaby.
and that's fine. So
No,
no,
crybaby. You're a
look.
fucking infant, bro. Yeah, jump in the fucking conversation. It has shit all to do with you. Who are you again?
I don't know, but you sure do talk about me.
Who are you? I'm just asking you straight up
You know
question.
what's
Who are you
crazy?
again?
Everyone in this game asks me who I am, yet they can ask anybody who I am and they'll find out.
I'm asking you directly
even
who
a
you are. You're not
streamer.
even able to tell me that.
I'm that ninja that whoops your ass.
Oh, you're a ninja that whoops my ass. Very
It's
clever, bro.
it's literally God himself.
You got all that gear for no reason. That's crazy.
It's a fantasy, bro. You live in a fantasy world.
You don't
where
think
you
I can whoop your ass?
Where you at?
Oh, you want a 1v1? I'm down.
Where you at?
That's all he was waiting for. I knew it.
I'm down.
That's
I'm under
literally all
influence
Pinky
today.
was trying to do this whole damn time.
Yeah.
So did you want to, just a quick question. Did you want to have a conversation or did you want to have a 1v1? Because it seems like I'm getting a little bit of a fucking mixed signal.
No. I
Thanks for that
wanted to hear.
conversation.
No. I wanted to hear your perspective and why you thought the things that you thought. Which, I mean, I don't think it's generally fair in the situation that things happen to you the way they did. But it honestly had nothing to do with me.
It had, yeah, I think it did because the day after you said you got
but
fucking doxxed, literally within 24 hours, my children got doxxed. So that's.
But what is that? But you are just correlating and pointing me out to be malicious when it's not
I'm
like
correlating because you went to a community that is known for doing this exact type of thing, and then suddenly information
Okay, but
about
where's
my family
but
came out.
hold
It's
on.
just-
I feel like you're
the fact
mixing
that
up
you-
Vagabondz and Reys, though. That's the
I-
thing.
You know, we were gonna have a discussion in this community and figure out who actually did it and boot them out. Just so you know, these people that you think are really awful are actually good people.
I don't think they're really awful. I didn't say anything about them as people. What I have said is that they have engaged in BM in game, which is true. I didn't say that they're bad people. And then when you asked me what the beef was with Vagabondz, I said I just like PvP, which I do. I like to fight them. I just don't want to fight their fucking 3 other guilds that come with them. But you know what? That's fine. If that's what they need to do, call in.
Okay, and
more guilds. That's cool.
but look, okay, but I'm just saying it's just like there was things in motion to figure out who had done this, and hopefully we are hoping someone will admit to what they did and we can get them removed from the situation.
I mean,
That's not up to me.
I fucking highly doubt that's going to be the case. But the point is that the catalyst was you claiming you got doxxed, which did not happen.
But
Again,
that's an unfair
I will
statement.
say that I could have phrased it differently. I could have left out that, you know, the damn near suicidal part. I'll buy that for $1, man. It was my intention of fucking like make you. It wasn't with malicious intent. It wasn't said with malice. Again, I fucking know where you are considering all the things that have happened in your life recently. And I know you need people to be there for you. That was my genuine intent behind that. And when asked, I said that to Eden in stream.
Okay, and honestly, I appreciate that. I can appreciate that.
At no point, like it wasn't like the whole. You know, you said this about it's not personally identifiable information. I didn't use your name. I didn't identify you. Could I have said it differently? Yes. I was live. Sorry, I didn't fucking perfectly phrase every word that comes out of my mouth. But I'm sure
yeah.
you do the same thing.
No, absolutely. I agree. I can agree with you on that. And what I'm saying is that it may not have been personally identifiable, but people identified me as such. Not just people in that.
And even if they did, is that even remotely equatable to a doxing? What was the negative impact of that? Oh, genuine speak. What was the negative impact that happened to you from that statement?
The fact that I had to deal with it.
What was the negative impact that you dealt with?
People asking me questions. that I just didn't
About-
want to answer.
Like about your life?
Yeah.
So you had a choice not to answer, right?
And I didn't. I didn't.
Okay. What happened to me as a retaliation for what you claim happened to you was
But
they
I didn't.
put my hold on, they put my
Yeah.
children's information out there. The two literal preteens have
That
had their
shit private.
information displayed on the there. I can't. That's not an option. I can't not talk about it.
Okay.
It's not optional because it was put out there.
Pinky, just please, just if you're gonna PvP him, PvP him. But him and I are
All
talking.
right, go ahead.
We had the floor. Okay. It's
And
just.
Pinky, if you wanted the PvP, all you have to do is like, hey man, come fight me. Instead of like this whole fucking like trying to weave like, what are you, shaky bay, bro? Trying to weave this narrative.
I'm pretty sure
You gotta make it
I went
personal,
in
bro.
your Discord and asked you for the ones on mic.
When
When I was in your Discord.
when did you ask me? I don't recall that.
I'm pretty sure I asked several times.
I really don't recall that. I remember we
Yeah,
had a
I'm down for
conversation.
for the ones whenever.
That's fine. I'm
I
down
gotta
for it.
talk to Jen.
Go ahead, let's finish our conversation. But I'm just saying that like to me that's fucking cringe as shit. You're trying to like, oh, that's all I want, bro. Just fucking come out and say that from the get go. I will fight you. It's not a problem. I don't have any issue fighting people, man. It's fucking
Okay.
fun.
No, and I admit that probably was seemed pretty sus,
Like
and I could
it
agree.
seems like setting a trap to like, oh, I'm gonna get him in a 1v1. Like, bro, what the fuck? Anyway, go on. Let's continue our conversation.
No, and I seriously no. I genuinely think whoever did whatever to dox your children is completely off. But I had, even though you correlate me as the catalyst, I had no involvement in that.
As Shaboi correctly pointed out, I have had beef with people for years, right? It's been an ongoing thing.
Yes,
and
this is
it's
true.
never happened up until you claimed you got doxxed. Well, I can't say it never happened. There was one other person who did it, and they were also a Desgra and also associated with Vagabondz.
But could you potentially think that for a second maybe it was that said person?
It could be, but what caused them to do that all of a sudden to bring my children into it? Maybe claiming that you got doxxed was a catalyst. Can you agree that somebody saw that and said, well, if he's going to do that, then I'm going to dox his kids?
I mean, if that's your point of view, I could agree
I'm just
to your
asking
point of
you,
view.
can you look at that as a potential fucking reality of the situation?
I could look at it as a potential reality. Absolutely.
Right.
I could look at that as a potential reality.
I don't explicitly think, I'm just going to be honest with you, I don't explicitly think that you individually went out and did it, but I do think that it happened and nothing was done to stop it. Because it didn't happen on a one-person level.
Okay. And I'll tell you this individually, I did not, and I have no involvement in that. And nor do I condone that stuff.
Okay. I'm glad to hear that, actually.
I don't condone it, and I think it's really shitty. Whoever did it is a shitbag, and I can seriously say that. And not only that, it's extremely illegal, and it's completely wrong.
I agree. Let me ask you one more question, man. Do I know a lot about you?
You do.
Have I ever shared any of that stuff?
No.
So when I talked about you in the most general sense, it wasn't with malice, man. It just wasn't. Now, you and I aren't going to be friends. We're just not. It's not going to happen.
And that's fine. I didn't expect
Well,
it.
we can be amicable. I did leave you be last time I saw well, not last time, but the time I saw you.
100%.
I left you be because I, like you want nothing to do with me. I want nothing to do with you.
And that's fair.
But like when you put yourself in front of us, you don't really leave an option, do you?
No, I could agree to that. If when I put myself in front of you without being like, hey man, can I 1v1 for a bit? I could see where your perspective went, that this could be seen as malicious.
It was under an assumed identity as well. I know you didn't know. You thought I didn't know who you were. Anyway,
I mean,
we're past that at this point. We're going in a circle.
yeah. No. And like I didn't expect to be friends out of this. I mean, I know once I dropped the guild, that just left all that behind.
Right, but it doesn't mean we weren't going to go after you. Is the point? I could have.
And that's fine.
And I demonstrated that by my actions because again, I did run into you Sunday.
Yeah, and I didn't know that. I seriously did not know that.
I know you didn't. You were on Arsenal. You were grinding Stars End. You were at a tower right by the fucking road, the one that's near the respawn point, the tower that's near the respawn point. You were grinding there on your own. I ran right by you. I left you the fuck alone. I was like, okay, I don't want anything to do with this guy. I don't have any particular problems with him. It wasn't until, again, you put yourself in front of me and then the next day my children get doxxed that you got hunted down. And at that point, the same argument can be made the other way around. Oh, well, I just want PvP. Well, I just want PvP. You see what I'm saying? Like it's the
Okay.
same bland,
No.
fucking play dumb argument, man.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I mean, I could correct my wrong. It seemed to, it was just from a perspective is like anywhere I went, it was like you automatically knew where I was somehow. It was weird. That's
Bro,
all.
I can track people down pretty easily in this game. I usually just don't. I don't really care that much.
Okay.
It's just PvP.
No, and that's fair. And I mean, like, I don't know the warrior matchup that well, and I just, I mean, I won't try to Zerg down. So, I personally appreciate the 1v1.
That's fine. And again, I don't have an issue with 1v1. I do have an issue when you basically create these situations that don't really have a response and then expect me to be chill with them. And then next thing I know, my kids are getting fucking involved. As soon as my preteen children are involved, I have a problem.
No, I agree, as you should, as a parent, as a father. I mean, I mean, I'm
Like,
not
can
a.
you not see how that's very upsetting?
Oh no, it's very upsetting. What I was just saying is like I didn't think is. I mean, I understand the correlation because of what you shared with me and your mindset on it.
Like what?
But I
Let's
wasn't
just assume,
directly
let's
involved,
just assume
and I
my
didn't.
kids have a. Let's just assume my kids have a social media account. Now that their names have been put out there, what stops somebody from looking them up?
No, I don't disagree with this. I don't disagree how wrong it is. I told you that. I don't
It just
condone
comes. I understand that, but I'm saying this comes down to the same correlation argument that you're making. The correlation is obvious to me. It's obvious. It's in retaliation to something that somebody said. Oh well, he doxed somebody, and they took that as fucking permission to dox my children. They didn't go after me. They went after the fucking kids.
No, and I could agree that's wrong on many accounts.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to beat a dead horse.
Yeah, it's just, and I can understand why you think, you know, you correlate it, right? You correlate it with me, but calling me that is to me is like, but I'm not that. You know, that's
Calling
false.
you-
That's a misspread. Called
calling
me
you
a
what?
child. That not you directly, but a few other
I didn't
hunters
call
were
you.
directly calling me a child doxer.
Well, somebody did it. I mean, and the only lead we have right now is you. So if it wasn't you, you're saying it's not you. You don't condone it. Cool. Keep not condoning it. We'll be fine.
Exactly, I don't. And frankly, I really hope that you guys find the person that actually did it
We probably won't.
because it's
I mean,
fucked up.
just realistically, we probably won't because the person's a coward. They did it behind the guise of anonymity. But that's neither here nor there. The main point that I mean, there is a couple of other points of contention we can close. You claim I broke trust first, and your argument was that I shared something outside of the channel. When you
Yeah.
broke trust, did I kick you out of the guild?
No,
What did I do?
you wanted a conversation,
Right. To discuss what is and what is not okay.
but I didn't. The reason why I didn't want to hop in the VC is because I was just like, I'm not going to get scorned for something that somebody else did.
You made an assumption about what was going to happen.
But usually that assumption that it was more of an intuitive feeling.
There was no version of that where you were going to leave. And well, I mean, there was a version of it, but it was very unlikely that you were going to leave with anything more than just you and I talking about what is and what is not okay.
But I did come back and we did talk about it, right?
Because you could have then, at any point during that conversation or any of the conversations prior or afterward, talk about your misconception based off of what was said in the other channel. Right or wrong?
Right? No, I agree.
So when we say you broke trust, you never said, well, why did you say X, Y, and Z in the other channel? I could have explained it to you, not a problem. I can explain it to you now, it's not a problem. But the point is that you could have had that dialogue, and I tried to have a dialogue with you, and you left. Is this not exactly what Quancy did to you?
Not in that way, because
You asked him
Quancy
to mic
was
up, or did you?
he left. But the
what
reason
did you
why
call
he
it?
left it, but I wasn't talking shit on you. I wasn't talking bad on you. Quancy was talking bad and throwing dirt on my name. So I asked him, let's talk.
And he didn't. And what did you do?
He left.
Right. So you're saying you in all the time since you've left, Through today's stream to now, you didn't talk bad about me?
Nope.
You didn't have a negative opinion already? Is that not
No,
why
no,
you
I
left?
had a negative opinion. I did say that I felt he was hypocritical, but that was the only that was about the only bad I talked about you.
And in no way was the actions that you took comparable to the actions that were taken by me. And in no way were the results of those actions even remotely the same, because I tried to have a discussion with you. You did not want to have a discussion with me.
But I came back and had the discussion with you.
Not about your grievance, about what actually happened.
But why would I
only
share
reason-
my grievance at that point? I didn't want to.
That's fine. And that's your prerogative. But that's my point, is you can't hold it against me if you don't share your grievance. You can't be like, I hold this against you and not.
I don't hold it against you. I just said I felt he was hypocritical. I didn't hold it against
Right.
you.
Well, that sounds like you're holding it against me when you're saying, well, then you're being a
No,
hypocrite.
no, I just left the guild.
I can't even be aware. I can't be aware of that version where you feel like it's hypocritical to share a conversation in the middle of an argument with somebody who wasn't involved, and us sharing humor that doesn't fucking identify anything other than us having fun.
All I said to Shaboi was, hey man, like Zeroden said there's some kind of information about you that could be incriminating. What is it? It was like
What else did I tell you though during that same conversation? Did I not say it's not my drama and I'm not involved and I don't want to be involved? Didn't I say that too?
Okay, but you also didn't show me anything, so it just kind of
I sent you the link, Shaboi.
No, you didn't.
I didn't. Let me look. I thought I
Oh,
did.
I don't
It was a
remember
video, and I
you-
told you sent it. I said that I don't have permission to share it from the person yet, and I was getting it. That was the whole fucking conversation. But let me scroll back up.
Yeah, you didn't send a link or nothing, so I was like, "What
Well,
video are you
I
talking
sent
about?"
I sent it to fucking
I mean,
Lumi after.
it was just all like this whole.
I mean, granted, you didn't ask me for the link either, but that's fine.
And voice chat,
I
I did.
had it after the fact. I did get it after the fact, and I was still, like I said, getting permission from the person that created the video, whether I could share it or not. And after they said I could share it with anyone, he didn't care. I was like, cool.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like in that situation, I feel like that should have just been sent to me right away, because now I'm in a situation I can't talk to Charlie no more. I can't talk to Kiwi no more. I can't talk to anyone. Huh?
Boy, I wasn't involved in that situation, and again,
that's fine. But
what I said to Lumi still applies here. It's not my drama, and I don't want to be involved.
No, and I agree. It's not. But I mean, Shaboi, we're trying to resolve that for you, like together too.
Right. My point is that it was relevant in the conversation, and while I was getting permission to share it, if he wanted to have the conversation with you, Shaboi, afterward, and he was like, "Hey, do you mind if I talk to Shaboi about this?" I probably would be like, "Dude, I don't care. Go ahead and talk to him. Just understand that it's not my drama, and I don't want to be involved." But while we were discussing it, he knew that part. While we were discussing it, he went to you, which only created another thread off the situation where now I had you in my DMs, and I was like, "Bro, did you just break trust?" Like while we were talking about this. And he said no at first, and then he came back and he said yes.
Shit, I'm making the wrong loot scrolls. I don't know. My only issue with that whole conversation I had with you was that you didn't share a link, and it broke a lot of friendships that I had, which pissed me off because now that was drama I wasn't even involved with yet.
I'm not trying to be involved in this, bro. Please. I understand. Look, I understand that you have a situation. I don't know what you want me to do about it. It's not my drama. I'm not involved.
But then why bring it up then? Why bring up that there was a
conversation that he and I were having privately?
You could have said that was just something that you didn't want to go into
the conversation as to why I don't trust you. Which is true. At the time, I still kind of don't. I don't know you well enough to put trust in you, man. It's not like I don't think you're a despicable person. I don't know enough about you. I just don't trust you. I don't think that's an unfair statement. Do you trust me? Probably not. Do you think I'm a fucking horrible human being? I don't know.
Yes.
I mean, I have a lot of value in your opinion and what you say. We've talked before. We've had our discussions on if I wanted to join the Hunters or not.
Can I give you my perspective, and then you can tell me if it's trustworthy or not?
Sure.
You were in a guild that we were at war with. You provided information about that guild we were at war with. If you were my friend and you were doing that, right? You and I weren't friends prior to that. If we had a friendship already that was pre-existing, I would think that's my friend looking out for me. But we didn't have a friendship at that time, and you were just providing me with information, which tells me this person talks a lot. And then the next thing you wanted to do, the next time we encountered each other, you were in a guild that we were at war with, and then both you and Pinky tried to merc into my guild to fight that guild. Again, under the context of you and I already having a friendship. I don't disagree that it would have been fucking funny. That's not the point. That's not it being funny isn't the point. The point was that you are demonstrating to me, who does not know you well, a distrustful behavior in both actions and both words. To me, it's distrustful. Now, do I think what it would have been funny? I think it would have been fucking hilarious. And I said it to you then, and I also said I'm not going to do it though, right?
Yeah.
And I still wouldn't. I wouldn't murk somebody in to a guild that they're at war with from to fight their own guild, unless they were friends of mine already. Like I said to you guys that in that chat, I said I don't know you guys well enough to do that.
I mean, the only issue there was that they knew that I was friends with you. Even when I talked to Zach, he was like, "What the fuck? You're friends with the Hunters?" I'm like, I mean, yeah, I've been friends. I would say that I've been
Yeah,
somewhat
we've talked.
friends, talked, you know. I
Yeah,
have
we've
friends
talked.
that are in the Hunters, you know. And that's where I
And
left that. And he's like, "Oh, cool."
at the time you had Lumi was a friend in the Hunters, and it was by associating with that relationship, by association through that relationship, that you had a little more than just passing fucking, like, I guess, acknowledgement. When we were at war, we did leave you be, right? Until I think the second time we were in a guild at war, we just left you alone. And in
Yeah.
fact, I told my guys to leave you alone. And again, that is like trust building, sure. But as far as like me implicitly trusting you, not yet. I just don't know you well enough. And I'm saying the same thing now that I said then. I just don't know you well enough. I don't think you're a bad person. I just don't know you. But did you say some things that could be perceived as crazy? Fucking absolutely. And that's what I was pulling up to show Lumi. And I think I eventually did send it to you, Lumi. Did I not?
Yeah, he got it too.
Okay. And I figured you would say. I figured you'd share it with him. So if I didn't
All
share it
right.
with you directly, Shaboy, it's not like
I
I was
think
trying to hide it from you.
I saw the video very, very. And you know who was the person that sent it to me, ironically? Fucking Shaky Bay, out of all people.
Yeah. It's well, I
I
mean,
was.
anyway, man. It's not my drama, bro. It's not,
Yeah.
I don't
I could agree.
like.
It's not your drama, man.
Shaboy, understand that your circumstances, whatever they may be, it doesn't involve me, man. I'm not trying to get involved. So when I got involved because somebody else involved me after I implicitly said don't involve me, is another form of trust breaking. The point that I was having, and this is where we get to. I asked you directly though, can you be trusted? And you said, in my current emotional state, I cannot be. And for me, that is uncharacteristic of who I knew you to be at that point. And when I said what I said, it wasn't with the intention of getting you harassed. It was with the intention of getting people who might give a fuck about you to talk to you. And if you're telling me they messaged you to ask about it, maybe they care. That's
Yeah.
all.
I mean, they seriously just have ever since, like, what happened is I dropped guild, and then I just apologized to people who I was toxic to when I was in the Hunters, and I was just like, I'm sorry, it's not me, and I don't want to be seen as that. And then I got asked to merc for Siege. I just had fun with them, and I just joined it.
Given the full context of the circumstances and the situation in this discussion, do you still feel like I doxed you?
I would say probably not. Do I think that there was some personal information that ended up being correlated to me? Yes.
I could have, and I agree, man. I could have phrased it differently. I don't argue
I
that.
agree. No, and seriously,
The part where I said you were damn near suicidal, I wasn't trying to say that to be malicious, man. I as a person who care about the human condition in general, whether you're an enemy or not, does not matter to me. I just don't want to see you do something drastic.
and I could appreciate that, man. And like in my parts, if there was anything seen malicious on my end, man, I'm sorry about it. And what's going on with you as a parent, if I was a parent, I'd probably be doing and reacting in some sort of manner in the same way. So
Okay. Well, I can accept that.
and yeah, man, like I just I didn't you're right, we can't be friends, but I mean maybe we can't be, maybe there's just no hate towards each
It
other. I
doesn't
don't
have to be
want hate.
personal hatred. I agree.
I don't
So
want hate.
I have a follow up for you. Did you submit tickets and try to get me, I guess, like without context, admonished in some way? Nothing's happened. I'm just asking if you did.
I just submitted a ticket because at the night emotions were high, and
Do
for
you
a
plan
while
to
I
delete
was
that?
riding the high horse. Huh?
Do you intend to delete that?
Can I delete tickets on there?
I think you can revoke the ticket.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah,
know. I don't know. I don't know, but you can. I don't know if you could submit a follow on because I know they submit a response, and when you submit a response, you could submit a
Yeah.
follow on. I don't know if you can close your own ticket. I've never tried. I'm just asking if your intention is to do that.
Maybe see how things go. Because I mean, following across multiple servers, that is TOS, right?
Not really.
I remember
I
a
mean,
recent
it is and
update.
it isn't, bro. Because like, let me tell you, I have been followed across many servers many times. Nothing has ever happened.
I mean, I've been threatened for reports for doing that.
Like,
But I don't know if it's
whatever it was, Pinky. I'm just trying to squash it at this point, man. I don't want hatred one way. I don't want hatred the other way. I mean, maybe we could just like be neutral and like I said, man, like it's really shitty what's happening to you, and like I really hope that.
I accept that. I accept that. Trisdane is saying that you can delete them, so you can delete it. And as far as it being TOS to follow people across multiple servers, yes and no. It has to be, man. I'm not gonna say it because we're on stream and you can arm a lot of people with information that is very malicious, but there has to be very specific conditions met, and they were not met in this instance. It has to be very, very specific things, and I mean, I know from experience because I've put in tickets about it before myself. I know other streamers who haven't put in tickets about it before themselves. And for me, it's not even about like GVG targets. Sometimes there's just people that are just out there to harass you or just get on your fucking screen. When you have an audience, it's fucking wild what people will do for attention. Like, I think you've experienced tonight because I popped into your stream while we were talking. Some people dropping follows on you repeatedly, right?
Yeah.
That is something that can happen when you're in front of an audience and you have no idea who it's coming from or why. And it can be really shitty sometimes. Yeah. And it can be something you just have to fucking deal with as a streamer. And I'm saying that this following people from channel to channel like that are the same things. If you're a war target, nothing stops you from being PvP'd in the game. The thing is you have to have, like I said, I don't want to necessarily out this. So can you mute this part of the comms?
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Let me mute it. Yeah, it's muted.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Real quick.
I'm just restroom. That's fine. I'm just arming you with that information as a streamer. Now, Pinky. What channel you
on? Comma 5. Are you trying to run the ones?
You want to do it in the world? Or you want to do it in BA?
Let's do it in the wild. BA is a little laggy.
Are you in a guild or like? Because I don't want to flag.
I'm in Vaga.
Have the car up. All right, good. All right, cool. All right, you can when he comes back, you can I guess reactivate the fucking voice chat.
Where are you at? I'm on Comma 5.
I'm switching channels, man. Be patient.
But like where? I'll meet you there.
I'm in Heidel right now.
All right. Okay. Let's go to the arena at Heidel.
No,
all right. You wanna feed the war score? Let's do it.
Too small of a space. Bro, you talk a lot of shit for somebody who haven't fought yet.
Who, me?
Yeah, Pinky. Fucking keep it amicable. You're asking me for a favor.
He likes to amp it up.
You're gonna get the fight you want. You just don't have to talk shit.
All right.
Yeah, it's a little hard for people
you don't have to put beef behind it. You could just be like, I just like to PvP, and I'll be like, me too, and then we can
you don't have to take it as beef.
What?
You don't have to take it as beef.
You don't have to
that is personal. People are playing the game like that. You don't have to be so sensitive about it. You always shit talk me, and I don't give you a crap about it.
I don't recall asking you.
I don't care if you recall asking me or not. I am free to say what I want.
Here we go. We're back for attention-seeking behavior, bro.
See? Oh, wow.
You are. You came rushing in here to fucking have a conversation with me.
No, I came to help James.
James wanted a one-on-one conversation. That's why I'm so confused why I'm here.
Yeah, and you wanted a one-on-one conversation with Poogie, and you dragged him with your entire guild. What's the difference?
No, I didn't. Poogie never asked for a one-on-one conversation. He asked for a conversation, and I gave him one. And no one else talked while we were
And you always want a conversation with me, and here I am. So I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm gonna
If you
ask
wanna
you a
have
question.
if you wanna have a conversation,
No, I'm
Rayline,
not gonna
that's
listen to
fine.
your rules.
But
Nope,
I'm not here to talk to you.
I don't care. Since you like to run away, yeah, exactly, deafened. Imagine all that talk for what? Runs in game, runs in fucking Discord.
We good? We done?
Coward. No,
We good?
no, we're
Oh,
not.
Jesus Christ. like a fuck woman scoring, bro.
What? You're not used to not
Again,
being listened to?
you and I can have a conversation. I'm down for
I,
that. But I'm not
you,
here to talk to you.
you've
I'm
been
here to
down
talk.
for that for how long? For how long?
How many times have I tried to engage you in conversation? You ignored it.
I listened to you. You apologized, and you went back on everything you said. What's the
What
difference?
apology did I make?
I have a recording of you apologizing to me in AOS because I didn't want to hear your bullshit,
What did
right?
I say specifically to you in AOS? Do you remember?
Yeah, you said that you felt
It's not
bad for
personal. It's
believing.
just
No,
wait, what?
you talked about Bear. You brought
I
up Bear
did.
to me, and you
100%.
said, and then
Actually, you know what?
everything.
That's fine. Well, this is transforming into a different conversation. So I'm
Zeroden,
cool with
I have a
having this
question.
one. I'm
I have a
100%
question.
cool with having this one. Hold that thought, Pink.
No, what's your
We're gonna
question?
have, we're gonna have to.
What's your
we're gonna have to
question?
pause
When
What's your
you
question?
Fucking let
when you
me
conversate,
talk
you
to
ask
somebody.
questions like you're the father of them, like you think the person you're talking to is lower.
Pinky,
That's the
Pinky,
vibe I'm
Pinky,
getting.
Pinky. It,
I just want to know why he does it.
What are you talking about?
You always question someone.
What an excellent
You just talk to
question.
the person with the question.
Yeah,
You
but
make
do
them
not
answer
like
your
what,
question.
if you don't like the way I dialogue, then don't talk to me. I don't know what to tell you.
I just feel like it's your way of trying to intimidate the person.
It's not dialogue. It's
There's no
conversation.
intimidation happening. I'm just
I
talking
feel like
to you
you're
normally.
talking to them like you talk to your kids.
Wow. You're entitled to your feelings, so I don't know what to tell you, man.
No,
I'm not going to change the way I talk just for you. I'm not going to change the way my pattern of speech just for fucking my pinky hurts
Can I
and
just
videos
talk
and
to you how I
transphobic.
want to then too?
You didn't have
That's
to take it
okay.
personal. Just one.
well, hold on. Wait, where's everybody coming from?
James, you wanted to
Is
have a
that-
one-on-one conversation. I think we had it.
All right, can we run the ones? I'm out here.
Oh, there he goes.
I agree.
Running the safe zone.
Hold on. Now, ReyLion, you wanted to have a conversation. We can have it. Am I doing this shit with Pinky first, or am I having this conversation with you first?
It's multi-sound.
I can't. I'm not going to do both.
Let me know, man. Come
I don't
on.
give a shit what you do.
All right, then fucking put your panties back on and just.
Yet you get upset when he talks to you that way. Yet you think you can talk to me the way you are.
It's
would you like
just
me to tell you
because
to
I'm attacking females. Just
How would you like me to tell you to calm the fuck
It's
down when you
crazy
keep
because
at me sideways?
I don't need to
How
calm
would
down
you
at
like me
all.
to?
What?
Then don't calm down. What the fuck do you
Okay.
want from me? You want to have a conversation and act like a wild animal? I'm not going to have the conversation with you. It's
Then
that
don't
simple.
act like such a fucking pussy
Hey,
and then maybe have a
actually,
conversation.
Well, guys.
Hey, Zeroden. Speaking of wild
Guys.
animals.
Oh, look at the guy. He's
Bro,
hurt.
you act like such a creature sometimes.
Hey,
You are
Zeroden.
attention
Cheers,
seeking.
you, dude.
You act
It's so
like a creature.
fucking
This is
funny. Yeah, you're here trying to
do me a
gaslight the
favor.
boy.
Just
And
say everything you
fucking
want to say right now. Get it all off your chest.
Yeah, stop gaslighting the boy. Leave him alone. Keep your shit in game and that's it. No one else does anything to you. No one gives a fuck about your IRL. You're the one that sits there talking about your shit all the fucking time. Stop being such a fucking pussy. Stop being a pussy. That's it.
Hey,
It's simple. Stop being a pussy.
Stop following me around, man, you little bitch. Stop following me
Hey,
around.
dude.
I don't give a fuck about you. You're the one that's
Guys.
talking
Give a
about me.
fuck about it. Bro, you act like a child. You're acting like an actual
You're
infant.
not being immature until you're
Come on, a big baby
shut the
fucking
fuck up and put her
big
fucking muzzle
word
back
around
on because
you.
no one fucking gives a shit about
Follow
her.
me around like a lost animal.
You around. You literally admitted
No,
to just following
that's true.
everyone around.
True.
That's fucking
Is that true?
crazy. You're
You don't
fucking
follow me around. You know
delusional.
that's wild because I remember at GBD that you literally were under a level 49 character just waddling around behind me.
You know what's
for about an hour.
crazy? Is that I'm doing my own fucking thing and people message me.
Your own fucking thing is that following me around is your own thing. That's fine, ReyLion. You just are fucking attention seeking. That's all.
I don't need attention seeking.
You are attention seeking right now.
I don't need attention from you or from anyone.
you're
It's
literally
crazy
doing
how
it
many
right
people
as we
fucking know me without having a
This
fucking
conver-
platform.
You
That's
came in
fucking
here
crazy.
to have a conversation with me.
I came here because
when
I'm
James
sick and
asked for a
tired of you
one-on-one
harassing James. That is why I came in here.
I'm not harassing. He asked me to have the conversation with him, and we're talking. And it was going well until you came in here and started fucking wild animaling and crying about whatever.
Jim.
the fuck
from you.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about.
Here, hold on.
I can hear everything you're saying.
Oh my lord.
I didn't mute the comm, so.
Yeah, you might want to mute that. I'm gonna switch channels. I'll see you guys later.
Okay.
I see you, toilet.
Yeah, hold that L, Zeroden.
Hold that L what?
Have you guys even
Pick it up
fought
on the
yet?
panel? I'm
I
still fucking
just
here,
fucking
bro.
with them. I'm waiting for you. Get your ass over here.
Where are you at?
So out of place.
You said Media
No,
4,
hold
right?
that chat up.
You said Media 4, right?
ReyLion 1.
We
No,
going?
camouflage.
Hey,
Hold on,
dude,
Juan.
don't dox people, all right? It's not cool.
Yeah, I agree. But no one was doxxed, so.
Yes,
Except
dude.
my
If you
kids, of
share
course. My
someone's
kids got
personal
doxxed. My
information
literal
to an
children got
audience,
doxxed.
that's
Not that you give a
doxing. Why
fuck,
don't you
Aurora.
go look up the
Not that you
definition?
give a fuck.
No, shut the
Not that
fuck
you
up,
care
you
because you
fucking
don't have
moron.
simple human decency. Not that you fucking give a shit.
I don't give a
This
shit about you,
just
or your
James, just
wife, or
understand
your
these are the
guild, or
people
your
that you
fucking
chose,
unit,
man. This is
dude.
your friend group. These are the guys. Observe how they act. I'm not talking about Shaboi, but observe how they act. These are the ones, not Kylos, because he's been chilling.
Wait.
These other ones that in here acting fucking foolish, that run their mouth, that don't have any fucking form of
I've never
manners or
done
behavior.
anything to James.
These are the fucking
He
people.
literally came to me apologizing
You are
for
a
the crazy
manipulative
shit that you.
person, ReyLion.
Me
You came in here
manipulating?
to harass. You came in here to harass. He
I
wasn't being
manipulate. What the
harassed.
fuck did I
He's not under
manipulate?
attack
James
from
came
me
to
in
me.
here.
Shaboy
He's safe
came to
in here.
me. Pinky came to me.
You're attention
You're
seeking.
fucking
That's
crazy.
what
You're fucking
you're just
crazy, dude.
attention seeking.
You're upset because you
Please,
can't gaslight me. That's
when can
fucking
you
amazing.
confess your attention seeking? When can
That's
you
fucking
confess your,
crazy.
when can you just confess your ego? That's all I'm asking for.
That's what
Just
you're
for
obsessed about. That's what
doesn't
that.
even need it. I just want to hear it.
That's crazy that you keep telling my guildies that until I confess that I'm an e-girl that you'll drop the deck. That's what your crazy deck is about for fucking for how long? You're crazy, dude. You're delusional, dude. You're sad. You're sad. You're a sad individual. You're a sad individual. You're a sad individual.
So depressing. You can't even
Yeah.
speak normally without acting like a wild animal.
It seems like you're a manipulator.
You're the only
Because
one.
you have no control. It's crazy. You're crazy, dude.
You're the only one talking
I
about
give you the
animals, and you
opportunity to
run a
save your
fucking
fucking peace.
circus, dude.
Aurora, who the fuck are you? I don't even know you, bro. Don't talk to me like we
It's
know each other.
crazy how, like, when you get in a setting with you have no
Dude,
control, you get upset.
I'm in my
It's
friend's
fucking
Discord. I don't
hilarious.
need to
I'm
fucking
having
know
a
you.
very reasonable
Fucking piece of
conversation.
shit.
I am very
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. And if I don't, what will you do? If I fucking don't, Aurora, what are you going to do about it? If I do not, what will you do?
Hey guys, I just wanted to speak out, Aurora and Rey. We did talk about it a little bit. We did have our discussion. We just let bygones be bygones. I mean, he has to deal with a lot more shit than
I don't give a fuck, man. That shit's inappropriate.
But he admitted that, and he apologized for that.
I don't care.
I understand.
You are small-minded.
But
no, I'm not small-minded.
But hold on,
because I choose not to care about your apology.
Yeah, there's no fucking doxing that took place, my man.
Yes,
under what definition was he doxed? What
So
personally identifiable information was
you're
released under
telling me
malicious
that when
intent
you
for
say
him?
that someone is suicidal on your stream, that's not personal information?
It wasn't malicious intent that it was set under, and no, he did not get
Doxing
identified.
doxing
I could be talking
malicious,
about
dude.
literally anybody. He was not identified by name or otherwise in that stream.
You made it clear who you were aiming that
You made it
whole
clear.
conversation. You made it
clear who you were talking.
Okay, maybe you didn't dox him. You didn't dox
Shitty thing
him.
to say. It might be inappropriate to say, but it's not doxing. What happened
I'm still a dick
afterwards,
for it.
though, was doxing. When they came after me for my kids, they doxed my literal children.
No one here
That
gives.
is
No one cares to go that far for you.
Well, somebody did though. Somebody did.
Well,
care to
maybe
go that
stop
far.
being
Not
so
once.
shitty to people.
Oh,
Then
man,
maybe people wouldn't have a reason to.
Weird.
I personally,
Hold on a second.
Somebody
Let's
who
look at
claimed
this.
they got
Let's
doxed.
look at this.
Suddenly my
Let's look at
children
this
get doxed.
logically
this
then.
kid has been dealing with other crap, and you think he cares about you. He does not care about you. He does not care about you.
Somebody that doxed actual children. So shut the hell up about it.
I didn't dox anything. I have nothing to do with
Yeah,
that.
man, you're
I
throwing
didn't
around
accuse
None.
you of doxing. You're apologizing for it.
Your wife
Oh, well,
did.
you
Your wife
shouldn't
went
have-
into
no, I
whispers
shouldn't have anything.
telling my
It
guild
doesn't
that they
involve
doxed
literal fucking
your
children,
kid.
ReyLion. You
And
shouldn't have.
I do not have
doxed
anything to do
anything.
with that, and I do not care
I didn't
about that.
accuse you
I
of
hope
having
you
anything to
figure
do
out
with it.
who's
You
doing that crazy shit, and I
small-minded,
hope you
attention.
figure out what your
You're
problems
so
are,
busy
and I
talking and
hope
sitting
you
for a
resolve
reason
your
that you cannot follow
situation,
the
because damn
conversation.
boy, you
It's
are
loud.
fucking
You're talking, and I
insane.
can hear what you're
I
saying,
do
but
not
you actually
care.
can't hear what
I
I'm
do
saying.
not care.
You don't
Look,
have the
dude, I don't
capacity to
care
have the
to listen
conversation.
to you. I'm not ever gonna listen to you.
You're infantile.
I'm childish.
You are are being childish.
Says the
You are
guy
being
that
childish. You are being
streams and
infantile.
role plays as a fucking
You are
weird ass
being
character.
infantile, ReyLion. You are
I am
coping
the
and
child,
pleading with
fucking and
infantile
saying
responses.
I'm the one chasing a girl online,
You are
being
being
who
infantile.
you are.
You wanted to have
You're
a conversation,
crazy,
or did
my
you want to
guy.
talk over me? Which one was it? Did you
I
want to
don't
have a
know.
conversation?
Are you
talk
gonna
over me?
actually shut up and listen for once, or are you gonna sit
I
here and
did
try and
a minute
control the
ago,
situation?
and
I
you
don't know what you.
fucking talked and said
Okay,
your
then shut the
nonsense,
fuck
and
up
when
and
I
then I'll
responded,
talk.
you started
Then
talking.
shut the fuck up and then I'll talk.
What the shut the fuck up about what? You
You
asked
keep
me a
running your
question,
fucking
you
mouth.
had
You
a
want me to
conversation,
talk?
and I
Okay, let me
responded
talk.
to you.
Shut up.
If
You
don't
keep
want to talk,
interrupting me.
then don't engage me.
Bro,
Zeroden,
I do
I
not
just-
give a shit.
It's
I do
human
not give a
fucking
shit.
sense.
You're upset. You're upset. I like that I broke your mental.
I'm
I
upset.
like
You
that.
sound like you can't even string a sentence together, and you're talking about how upset.
Well, I'd like to
I-
correct you on
me,
something.
I'm
upset like 4
Doxing,
times.
hey,
damn.
doxing,
Very weak.
doxing. Listen for a
There's no
second.
doxing that took place. My
Doxing
family got
is
doxed.
private information or identifying information. So yes, you did dox somebody. I know that you may not agree with that definition, but that's the
We've
definition of.
already cleared this up. You are jumping into a conversation like a child walking in the middle of a movie with a discussion that you wanted to have.
What
after
is it
this
with you and
already happened.
children, dude?
Bro, what
Like-
do you mean? What is it with me and children?
It's like the
what is
only two
correlation
words
you're trying
that
to make
come
here?
out of your mouth, man, is
What is the
being
correlation
childish
you are trying to
and
make?
acting
What is
like
your
animals.
insinuation? You're acting like a child, so yeah, I call you childish.
No, I'm not acting like a child. I'm talking to people
kinda
online.
are. You're persisting an argument that has already been settled for the sake of yourself. That is selfish
Settled
behavior.
in settled.
on
I
behalf
just
of
heard you a
James.
second
You're
ago
not doing it
saying.
for
I just
James.
heard you a
The
second ago
conversation was
saying. I
already
just
settled.
heard you a second ago
I don't
saying that
fucking know you
doxing
or
did not
give a
occur.
shit about you. You're a nobody.
So
to
is
me.
that
I'm
what
not
you're
here to talk
asserting?
to
Is
you. I didn't
that
jump in this
doxing didn't
Discord to
occur?
talk
Well,
to
I'm
you.
here to
I
tell you
didn't
that
jump
you're
in this
wrong.
Discord to have
Okay,
a conversation with
and I
either
don't
one of
care
you.
how the fuck
The
that I talk to
conversation
you
happened because
this
James
is online,
asked me
dude,
to
and you're
come in
wrong.
here to talk to him. If you want to have a conversation, I'll have it with you, but not in this setting. I'm not going to get 3v1'd in a conversation
What are
because you
you
can't
talking
handle
about 3v1?
articulate conversation in front of a group of people. If you want to talk to me one-on-one, we'll talk one-on-one.
I don't need
But
to
I'm
talk to you
not-
one-on-one. I got you right here,
Why
man.
the fuck are you talking to me?
I just told you why. You just
You
said
feel
the
fucking
doxing
brained in a
didn't
group,
occur.
Aurora?
Why
feel
are you
brained?
acting
just
like
said
a
the
wild
doxing
animal?
didn't occur.
Crazy,
You hear this guy fucking
bro.
losing his
You
mental
feel,
here right
you
now?
feel strong in front of
Okay.
It's
people with
crazy how
ammunition
this
behind your
turns out
back?
to
Is that
be.
what
Listen to
is that
him.
This
what
man
Listen
is
to
a
him
wild animal. Look,
scream and
he was
whine.
complaining about
You
this,
don't
and then
know
look what happened. The
what you
man
want?
broke. The man broke.
Hold on.
Squeak,
The
squeak,
man broke.
squeak, dude, like a rat.
Here you fucking are to
Hold,
talk to
hold
me.
on. Hold on.
Wild how that
Guys,
works.
guys, if you want to
Crazy.
have a look, Zeroden and I, we talked about it. I know that you guys may not be okay with it, but I admitted my wrong in the situation. He admitted his wrong. Now, as far as the other
I heard
part,
that doxing didn't occur, and doxing definitely occurred. So
Didn't
it's
occur.
kind of a
James,
moot point.
Did you agree or disagree that the doxing occurred?
I said maybe I
It
said
doesn't matter
doxing-
how anybody feels about this,
So-
Zeroden. The definition of the word is the
Objectively speaking,
definition
you're
of the
wrong,
word.
so
Hold
shut
on.
the fuck up and listen
Kai-
to the man talk.
Yeah, I said the same thing, and this man is acting
hold on.
what he
hold on,
was
can I just-
judging.
Can I just
Crazy.
say something for a second? I said now that I looked at it from an angle, it is a reach, but I did say that it can be personal information, and he agreed to that.
No, I agree that it was fucked up to say.
Here we go.
Yeah.
See,
No,
And
no.
I could have
Yeah.
worded it differently. I don't
Yeah.
argue with that.
No,
I could have worded
that's
it
what we meant.
differently, and it wasn't with a malicious intent that I said
It's-
it to fucking.
it doesn't have to be with a
Hey,
malicious
listen,
intent.
you want to fucking hear the answer you're looking for, or do you want to talk?
I would like to talk. Actually, it doesn't need to be a malicious intent.
Why the fuck? Why are we even here?
It doesn't need
You
to be a
asked a
malicious
question,
intent. What
I'm
word do you
answering a
want, dude?
I think I
Doxing is
said it in
either
the
private
stream, but I'll say it
information or
again.
personal
No, you're asking a
information, and it does
question.
not
Let me
need to be.
fucking answer your goddamn question, bro. You
So
literally
I'm
said
the
it.
one who doxed
I'm
you.
not asking you a question,
You
dude. I'm
just
telling
asked me
you
a question.
what the
What did
definition
you
of the
mean?
word is.
If it's not malicious intent, what did you mean? Did you not say that? Then let me answer your fucking question, bro.
Yeah, you
I'm
come
saying it
PvP.
doesn't have to be malicious intent. I'm not asking you a question.
You said
You
if
need to
it's
dig
not
the
malicious
soil out of your
intent,
ears
what
and
did you
fucking
mean?
listen, dude.
And I'm trying to explain to you what was meant. It actually the intent is wholly the fucking the reach that you're trying to reach around for. The longest definition of doxing, the intent does matter. It actually says it in the definition too, if you want to follow the definition. Personally identifiable information, not personally identifiable information. Anyone could have suicidal ideations, could be talking to anybody. Anybody could be the Desgre that I refer to. Anybody could be it. He was not identified by name. He
Search
didn't say his
for
real
and
identity.
publish
Didn't say his real
private
name.
or
Didn't
identifying
say who he
information
was
about
in
a
the game.
particular
Didn't say what his
individual
family name
on the
was. No
internet,
information was
typically
tied from real life
with
to
malicious
the
intent.
game.
Hold on. Wait. Can we just pause for a second? I
That
invited
is the
Zeroden.
Oxford definition.
Let him talk.
Would you
man.
like me
Let
to
him
read it to you again?
I did
him
invite Zeroden in here to talk to me because I wanted to talk to him and figure out, okay, well, you know, what are we, you know, what's going on? If you guys want to have a conversation with him, it is okay. I understand that we have emotions, we have feelings, and tensions are high right now. But it's
Well,
like
I mean,
we're
voices are
trying
high
to.
right now, man. But there's
I
not a lot of
understand.
emotion here.
Look,
The definition is the definition.
I understand.
I'm
But
looking at the Oxford definition right now, and he's telling me that that's not what it is.
I know
So
that may be your, you know, in
no, that's not how I feel about it. That's the definition.
The Oxford
It's
definition
objective.
is search for and publish private or identifying information about a particular individual on the internet, typically with malicious intent. That is your Oxford definition. The last
Yeah,
line,
you're
which you are
you're
conveniently
focusing.
hold on,
Yeah, but
the last line, which you are conveniently ignoring,
is
is
looking at
typically
that.
with
And
malicious intent. No malicious
typically,
intent was present.
what does
Personally
typically mean?
identifiable
What does
information
typically
was
mean?
also not present. That's doxing him on this
Okay,
scale would
but
be
what
like
is
saying
what
he
is? I'm
the guy
asking
that I'm
you.
talking
I'm
about plays a
asking you
warrior.
what.
That by
Yo, you
definition
said you
isn't
want to give an answer. You've given your answer, and now I'm asking you, what in your mind does typically mean? Does typically
what
mean all
in
the
your
time?
mind is person identifiable information? Because that's kind of integral to your version of the definition too. Because
It
you're
says
ignoring
to
we're
publish
ignoring
private.
the
It
typically with
says
malicious intent.
listen to the definition
No,
really quickly.
you're asking for the definition of typical, but ignoring malicious intent. Fine. You want to ignore that for this part of the
Well,
conversation.
because it's
Tell me what
saying
personal identifying information is.
malicious. Typically malicious doesn't mean all the time. Okay?
I agree with you.
I can go online, right? And I can say, hey, Zeroden has kids and they are X, Y, and Z. And that's not malicious necessarily. But if I didn't get
No,
your
because I've
permission to
shared
do
that.
it, then
Because I've shared that.
I'm
If
just
I didn't share that I had
I'm just
kids
giving
and
you
you
an example
decided
since you're already saying that people are doxing you. That's
they did. They shared the names, the actual names of my children.
You
yes,
never
but
shared your
you're
children's names?
missing the top part
I've
there.
never
It
shared my
says
children's
or.
names. No.
Do you know what or means in the English language?
Do you?
Private or identifying information. Okay. Not privately
So
identifying.
define
Private
information.
or identifying.
Do you know in the version of this definition what private information is defined as? Because I can tell you, you clearly don't.
Go ahead.
It's defined as your social security number, your address, your actual name, or your what's the last one? I can't remember. But it's not this person was thinking this. That's not personally identifiable information. It's not private information.
Again, you're saying
Private,
personally
it's private
identifiable
considered
information.
in the privacy of the law.
Okay, so we've
which is-
sorted out the identifying information part. I'm talking about the word private, okay? And I would assume that anything that has to do with what's going on in someone's head medically is private information, right?
No,
We can
it
all
wasn't a
agree on
medical
that, right?
diagnosis, though. It wasn't a medical diagnosis, though.
Suicide isn't
was-
a medical
it was
diagnosis.
based
It's
off
a
of
symptom.
what he said. And I didn't say he was suicidal. I said he was damn near suicidal based off of his words, which were, if it wasn't for you guys, I would have lost.
So
my
he
mind."
shared that information with you.
He did share that information with not just me, with a group of people.
It doesn't
Like a
matter who
large
the
group,
other
like
people
over
are.
50 people.
Did any of them go to anyone else and start talking about it? It was just you, right?
What's the relevance?
It's private information.
He also
It's
didn't
private
go to
information.
any of those other
The
people,
Discord,
get in
your
their face
server,
and
man,
enforce
your
an interaction.
your community,
I'm answering
your
your
community,
question.
your
The
unit,
relevance is important. The
your
relevance
unit is by definition a private community. No one knows what's going on in there.
Don't you have a
make
rule that you
assumptions, right?
can't screenshot
No, I'm not
conversations?
assuming, dude. Like literally, no one knows what goes on in there because
So
those are the
if you want
rules.
to go by that, listen, if you want to go by the fact that no one knows what's going on and that taking information out of there is taking out private information, then you can honestly say with that same reaching information that he doxed me to Shaboi. The same exact fucking reaching information, which was what created this whole circumstance to begin with.
Was any of the things that you just named or that we just talked about in the conversation that he had with you? Because if it wasn't, then no, he wasn't.
What are you even referring to right now?
I'm
don't know what you're
talking about the shit that you literally just listed off for me, man.
Yeah, no, none of it was there, and none of it was. In what I
Okay,
said
well
either.
then how is he
None
doxing
of
you?
it was in what I said either, so he wasn't doxed. Plain and simple, he was not
He
doxed.
shared
Sorry that
something
you don't.
private
I'm sorry that you
about
want
what.
it to be that way, so you could hold something up against me because you've got fucking nothing. But he
No,
was
I'm
not
not
doxed.
holding anything against you like that.
You are. He just said, I accepted his apology for saying what he said. We're cool. And you're like, I don't accept. You're not fucking involved, guy. I don't know who the fuck you are.
I am involved because I am here and I am one of his
balls.
friends.
Hey, James, is that your balls? Do you not have balls? You need this guy to fucking talk for
Do
you?
you hear how he's talking now?
I'm asking him a question at this point.
It's his way of
I need him to talk
manipulation.
for you.
That's like
No,
attacking him, bro.
I can talk for myself. That's why we had our conversation. I like and we we settled things at least as far as we can settle them at this moment in time. So we had the conversation. So yeah, I have the balls to talk to him. That's why I said, hey, Shaboi, can you hit up Zeroden and have him come in the comms so I can talk to him so we can figure this out, because I don't like what's being said about me, and things that happen to him are not good at all. We can all agree. Can we collectively agree that doxing children is complete shit, and whoever did it is psychotic?
That goes without saying, to be honest.
It goes without saying. We can all agree to that. And as a father to those children, I can understand why he reacted in the way he did. Now, granted, he correlated it, and that's fine, and he told me why he did, because of a situation that happened. Now, it was a reach to say that he was doxing. Yes, the information, because of who we knew he was talking about, it could have been seen as personal.
Hold that thought for a second, though. I want to answer your private information request. I pulled up Law Insider for you. Means personal information in combination with any more or one or more of the following data elements, when either personal information or the data element is not encrypted or encrypted with an encryption key that has also been acquired. And the information means unique identifiers, including a person's social security number, driver's license number, employee identification number, biometric identifiers, personal financial information, passwords or other access codes, medical records, home or personal telephone numbers, and personal email addresses. Private information also includes home addresses and personal license plates, except as otherwise provided by law or when compiled without possibility of attribution to any person. Can you agree that that does not fall in line with anything that was said?
In my opinion, not necessarily. No.
Okay, then there was no doxing, my man. That's private information, the definition, and personal identifiable information is more specific. Look, I understand you don't like me, but hate me for the things I do, not for the things I don't do.
Dude, I don't care about you at all.
You care enough to come in here to talk to me, so that's not true.
I came in here to hang out with my friends, and I asked first if I was interrupting.
You couldn't see me in here?
Dude, just because I see someone in a voice chat doesn't mean I come in there specifically to talk to them.
The first thing you did was come in and accuse me of doxing.
No, that wasn't the first thing I came in. The first thing I came in, I just sat and listened, actually. It was when you started popping off and yelling at everybody.
You said, the words you
That's the first thing I
with.
said to you. That's not the first thing that I said when I came in here.
What did you say when you came in?
I honestly don't remember. I just know that you weren't the first person that I talked to.
That's fine. Look, memory's a thing. I'm not going to accuse you for not having a fucking picture perfect memory. That's fine. Sometimes you misremember shit. But I'm just saying that you came at me sideways. I came at you sideways. You come at me like a normal person. I'll come at you like a normal person.
Dude, I don't, like I said, I don't fucking care how you come at me. It really doesn't matter to me.
It kind of matters because it kind of guides how the conversation progresses.
Do you really think that I care at all about how this conversation progresses? Like, I'm fully in control of myself when I say anything. It doesn't matter to me, man. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Your point is a non-point. I don't know what point you're trying to make at this point. Like, what are you trying to say? I don't know what you're
getting at. You're saying that I came in here with the specific intention of confronting
you. You come out fucking hooting and hollering and acting
No,
like
dude, I came in here and listened, and there's a number of people in here who are friends of mine, and I heard you yelling at them. Okay? I didn't come in here with the specific intention of confronting you. In fact, when I saw you in here and James in here at the same time, I specifically asked Carl before even coming in, am I interrupting something that the two of them are trying to sort out on their own, or is it okay if I come in and hang? And he said, yes, that's fine.
You come in and hang, right? That doesn't mean
Yes.
come in and engage in conversation, does it?
Well, dude, I don't need to ask you or anyone else to participate in the conversation.
But you know who did ask me to come in here and have a one-on-one conversation, and I wasn't interested in having a one-on-fucking-4? James.
You're free to leave.
And then I am free to leave. That's 100% true, and I will leave when the conversation is done. But you guys,
then you're all for it.
That one-on-one conversation.
Dude, you're throwing out all kinds of assertions about what my intentions may or may not have been.
Statements of the things that are happening. Sorry that you don't like the reality.
It's not the reality. I'm telling you what my mentality was. I came in here to hang out with people.
Mentality, not the reality.
I asked if I was interrupting something private, and I was told that I wasn't.
But you were.
So I don't know what you arranged with James. It's not my business. I never asked him
one-on-one
for you.
Every time somebody you interrupted, I made that clear. I said it was a one-on-one conversation. I don't know why I'm talking to you.
It was, and like I said, we talked it out.
Because I know the conversation that I came into. I came into it. You weren't even talking to James. James wasn't even talking.
Don't give a shit about anybody but yourself at this point.
You were talking to other people. I mean, is there something wrong with that? Like,
gaslight someone else, bro. He literally just came in here to talk to James.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, can we just pause for a second? Like, there's no need for this back and forth gaslighting, because I know that because I just had a conversation with Zeroden as we were seen as enemies, now we're just seen as whatever else. I mean, we're in enemy guilds, but it's neutral. So if you guys want to have a calm and collective logical conversation, he will allot you that, and I guarantee you that.
But will he fight?
Yes,
he will.
I'm not gonna fight while talking in a conversation.
I'm gonna wait.
If you want an act, well, fucking wait. What do you want from me, bro?
Get over here. Hurry up. It's your bedtime soon. Hurry the fuck up.
No, Pinky.
I'm sorry.
Calm
Zero
down, man.
You're an amazing person somewhere deep down inside.
I would say the same, but I wouldn't believe it. It would just be a lie.
Okay, so I know that Ray, you wanted to talk, and I'm sure if Zeroden, are you okay to have a conversation?
I'm fine with having a conversation, but again, I'm not going to do two things at once. So if he wants to fight, we'll fight.
Okay.
If you want to talk, we'll talk. I'm down for either one.
We'll make it short. We'll do a 1st to 10.
At the same time.
Or 1st to 5.
You want to do a 1st to 10, 1st to 5 real quick? Go do 1st to 5. Go do 1st 5.
So as I was asking before, Media 4, right?
No, comma 5.
Comma 5. We're in the Hideout arena. I was warming
We don't
Pinky
gotta
up.
fight in the arena, but
wow.
Hold on, I gotta take a piss real quick, but I'll be here.
Better go fight in the arena, Pinky.
No, because he said it's too small.
Oh, never mind. But it's brighter in here. There's like lights and shit in here now.
Hold on, let me get some
Wait,
more
there's
6.
platforms in the skies.
Alright, be right back.
Wow, he's dodging. For real.
I unserver muted Veirylle as well.
What's your issue?
No, Pinky. I said Pinky's dodging.
Oh.
Because he went to go take a piss.
No, well, whatever. I'm here.
Oh, I see him. All right. Well, since he's not here, yeah, I'll 1st to 5 you. I'll be your warm up. What the flip? All right, you send it to me. What the flip?
Let's just fight. We're already here. Let's just fight.
ReyLions, don't be mad at me, all right?
What?
If I end war score, it's not my fault.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about war score.
Oh wait, we're not even decked back.
No, look at that self-meeting list. This deck is.
Where are you going? Where'd you go?
I moved over to the save zone so you can respawn over here. A little bit further away from Hideout. Give me a second. I'm gonna restart my game. I've been fucking live for a while.
Put them pets away. Who is this?
Alright. What's happening?
Bro, why am I getting messages from other hunters?
I'm not sure. They were probably listening to the stream. Who's messaging you?
Glit Crow Hunter.
Guild Crow Hunter?
And I quote, bro, you already know Ray's mad at you. Okay. I don't
You
want.
are on stream. You are on a stream being broadcast. So
wait,
Oh,
yours or
my comms haven't been shared
James?
for a little bit.
You know, tell them I
James
want
is
to be killed.
broadcasting.
Yeah, comms are muted right
I
now.
don't want nobody in my DMs. What the hell? I'm over here vibing. I haven't streamed in like I don't know how long.
Are they transmitting?
Huh?
Yeah, you've been transmitting.
Our comms? I didn't hear it
Chris
for like a little
Chris
bit.
is saying you were transmitting.
Huh. Thought I had it.
All right, ready?
Who does?
Yeah. Oh wow, I missed the grab.
Where you guys at?
Oh, we're over by the node. Yeah, you're gonna have to wait your turn now, Pinky.
Oh hell no.
Yeah.
You bitch.
It's currently 2-0. I'm 0, so you know, like the lower numbers
I wanna go
winning,
for
you know.
these tickets.
Alrighty.
Where's the node? Yeah.
I don't have any skills. That's on for it.
It's a
No.
good try. It's a good try.
At least I got the stun.
You did. You got a good little CC. Just didn't do anything with it.
See, after this, you're gonna have to fight my counterpart, the Awakening version.
Sweet. Ready?
Oh fuck! I tried to walk.
Hey, Lumi.
May I have my fight?
And go ahead. He's
I'm ready. I mean, I'm here. So I'm here to. This isn't for me. This is for you guys.
James, you there?
Yeah, I'm right.
You have admin rights in here?
Yeah.
Decent.
Can we go have a one-on-one conversation in another channel?
Oh yeah, I can pull you. Sure.
Thank you, Copium.
And then I said, "What
Oh,
about my
God.
conversation?" And then that's when you asked me, well, and I said, "Well, I'm doing what you said to do." And then you said, "Calm down." Like,
bro, we're past that. I'm here for you. What do you want to talk about?
well, you were in the middle of explaining to me why you didn't think that this is doxing.
Because it's not by any definition. I actually read the definition for you of the legal definition.
You are
private,
well. That's the
private
thing.
information and personally identifiable information.
You are posing to me, if there is any, which there isn't actually in the majority of the United States, the legal statute in terms of what constitutes a crime.
No, there are very clear definitions of what is private information, what is considered private information, and that's what they use when they create these definitions. They're
That
using
is what they
specific terms.
use. No.
Private information
that
could
is
be
what they
anything. It could be
use.
your gender if you want to go by that broad definition. It could be your in-game name could be considered private information if you want to go by that definition. That is not the definition. That's not how Oxford Dictionary, which you wanted to use as a resource, works. They work off of the definition of other words.
Both of those things
I
that
went
you
to Oxford.
well, here's the problem with that. The two things that you just named are usually in the realm of a public forum where they're not actually private information. So those are really bad examples for the argument that you're trying to make.
Examples. The things that I named were the examples provided by lawinsider.com, which is a legal website that defines definitions for these purposes, for litigation reasons.
What you are failing to understand about doxing is that there's very little legal precedent, and in most states, it's not even a crime. So what you're going off of is what they would build if they were trying to make a criminal case against somebody. Just because
what you were trying to do in this action where you say, I'm doxing somebody to define what you are
Well,
saying.
wait a second.
Words you're using.
No.
which
Let
you-
me ask you a question then, because I may have misunderstood what you're saying. Are you thinking that I'm accusing you of a crime?
No,
When I
you're
say that
accusing me
you
of
doxed
doxing,
somebody?
which definitionally you are wrong, and objectively you
Well,
are
okay,
incorrect.
let's say
I
for
can
a second-
see, I can see why you are jumping to that determination, but it's still wrong.
No. Don't tell me what's wrong or not. I'm asking you a question. Do you think that I'm
I
accusing
answered
you
your
of a crime?
question. I felt I felt like I answered that question pretty accurately. Where was
If
the misunderstanding?
well, it's a yes or no question, and neither one of those things were words that came out of your mouth. So
Phrase your question as a yes or no.
I did. Do
Okay.
you think that I am accusing you of a crime?
I answered that question.
Right?
I answered your question with no already.
Okay,
It was
then
the first thing I said to you in response.
What are you trying to explain to me then?
You are accusing me of doxing, and at the same time are saying I'm not legally doxing. What is your fucking accusation then, buddy?
That's not what I'm saying at all. If you were
Then what is
listening,
your accusation?
I am saying that the definitions that you are providing and the types of information that you are listing off or whatever all come from a legal standpoint, and doxing is not a crime in most cases. So
in most cases, but it can be.
It can be in the state of California. Everywhere else is not.
Let's ignore the most cases. Let's ignore the crime. Let's go with the definition, because that is what you brought up as your argumentative defense. Your defense was
but you are giving me a legal definition, and a legal definition only pertains to crime.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm using your definition. You brought it up out of Oxford Dictionary. You omitted some pieces of information.
No, I actually read it verbatim from what I was reading.
You didn't. You left off the final portion, which was or. What was it? I'll pull back up because you left off everything that came after the comma.
Hold up then.
Oh look, it's inmates are homophobic.
Let's go.
Search for and publish private or identifying information about a particular individual on the internet. And this is what you left off, typically with malicious intent, which was not present. But let's ignore that for a moment and return to the first two parts of that definition.
Typically with malicious intent means that it doesn't have to be present, dude.
That's fine. I just said we can ignore that part just to satisfy your argument. I don't agree with you. I think this is a dumb as fuck argument, but I'm willing to have it with you because your definition, no matter how you cut the mustard, does not fit the bill. If you say search for and publish private or identifying information about a particular individual, that is private information or personally identifiable information. Nothing that we've talked about, nothing I discussed was either one of those things. And I did you the service of looking up the definition.
You
of what
literally just
information
explained
is
it right there. Anything that's said to you under confidence or that there's an understanding that it's not leaving a certain boundary is private, dude. Like,
right. So when I talk about my gear score and I want to keep that private, that by the same stretch of definition can be considered doxing.
Okay, when did I dispute that with you?
So you can't sit there and argue that I doxed him when if you're by the same argument, you're saying he doxed me first. That's nonsense.
Wait, why?
I don't feel like I got. Why are we assigning? Because by the definition of what is private information, it's information that users wish to keep from public viewing.
Okay,
that is the most broad definition.
When did I?
That is the
dude,
most broad
wait a
definition.
Second. You are
saying
moving.
Somebody
dude,
is a male.
Hold on a second.
Zeroden, because I talked to him on Discord.
Zeroden, please, just for a second. You are moving a mile a minute, dude. When did I ever say that what he did was okay?
You did.
To you. That's for you to decide.
Like, did you attack him for it?
Huh?
Did you attack him for it, or did you accept his
information?
Am I
obligated to?
So my point here is,
wait, no. Hold on a second, because you're bringing up a good point. Hold on a second. Am I under any obligation to treat either of you equally like that if I see something?
Are you under
I
any
am just
obligation
speaking. I am
to come
speaking.
defend him on based off something that you already know he's guilty
Is
of?
he not worthy of defense simply because he did
Doesn't
something
need
else
it.
that was
He
wrong?
didn't need your defense. No one asked you for it.
You're
Me
the
and him
one
had a
talking
discussion.
about defending.
He
I'm not
asked
the
me
one
to come
talking
in
about
here and have
defending.
the conversation with him. I don't fucking know who you are. You're just some fucking
I
random guy that came
told
in
you what
and
the
jumped into the
extent.
chat and started engaging me in conversation. I didn't say shit to you, guy.
I know you didn't. You were yelling at people.
Okay.
I'm just matching the
It
energy,
had
man.
nothing to do with you. And then
Like,
you want to sit there and accuse me of doxing, and you can't even back up that
because
definition.
you
It's
don't
fucking actual
even
nonsense.
understand the definition. If I hear
You don't
something,
understand the definition, and that's the problem.
if I hear
We
something
just
and it's
talked about it.
wrong, then I'm going to tell you that. If
Your
you decide
viewpoint
to
is
yell
wrong
over
and
me at that point,
subjectively
then
wrong.
it's not
The thing
really my
about
fault for raising my
subjectiveness,
voice.
the thing about
You're-
subjective
You're doing it
observation is
again.
you can make a determination on your own, but it doesn't have to be right. But
Well,
when you
no.
talk about
The only
objective
subjective
observation,
thing. The
that's
only
when you start
subjective
using
thing.
data points that are not your own, such as definitions.
The
And
only
what you did,
subjective
you started
thing
the
is that I
conversation
didn't.
right.
Are you going to let
started
me
the
finish,
conversation
or are you
correct.
just going to keep
I
talking
was
over
still
me?
talking. I was still talking, and you wanted to
Dude,
interrupt.
you
Why didn't say
literally
stop?
talk 100% of the time.
Guys,
That's crazy.
girls have
Then
vaginas
don't
and
engage me
boys
in
have
conversation.
peepees.
No, that's not the point, man. It's like the
Hold on.
conversation is a two-way thing. You're just talking.
Okay.
If you make a point, and then I have
I mean, when
something
you
to say, that's how a conversation happens.
then wait for a break in the conversation, and you will
There
have your
is no
point to
break in the
say.
conversation.
There is. I was just explaining your definition, and I wasn't even done with that. You interrupted me.
All right, go ahead, man. Take as long as you need.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. So he said
Make it
private
quick.
information is typically considered, not typically, I mean, this is, I can pull up another resource if you'd like. If PC Mag isn't enough for you, if Law Insider is enough for you, I'll pull up however many resources you'd like. Credit card information, social security, financial account numbers, along with passwords, websites, or other venues that are commonly kept private. In the context of you saying that me saying he was damn near suicidal as doxing, that is the same as saying you saying that I'm a male without me telling you that you can say I'm a male is doxing. That's like you saying I play a warrior on a video game without me giving you explicit
If you have a
permission to do
penis,
so,
you're a
is
male.
doxing. Inmate, no one's talking to you, bro.
If you have a penis, you're a male. If you have a penis, you're a
I'm
male.
not here for your
If you have a
bro, I'm
penis,
not
you're a
here for
male.
your
Are you a male? You got a dick?
I'm gonna
You're a
have-
male?
Bro, I'm gonna have to serve him if you're gonna do that, man.
No, it's fine. You know, if you have him doing that, just understand, James, that they're on stream. That shit is
Oh,
TOS.
I cut the stream.
Okay, good for you. If you want to continue to have the conversation, I'm not, like I said, I'm not here to fucking have the peanut gallery in there complain he's a male when my guy has been sitting
I'm
here
sitting
quietly
here
just
listening.
chilling.
Can you get back on topic, please?
I would love to get back on topic. By definition, private information or personally identifiable information was not provided. And if you want to go with the broad sense of private definition, which is not the intention of what Oxford Dictionary used, they don't use broad sense, they use definitions. If you want to go by that, everything is considered doxing in that case. I mean, you can make that claim about anybody.
No, it's not. Because again, your example that you used is you're using one thing that is clearly something that people in a public forum could know about you, and another is something that, in this case, I assume anyway, was given to you under confidence. And I am assuming that. So if it wasn't given to you under confidence, and James just said, "Oh yeah, tell whoever the fuck you want," then that's fine. I will rescind everything that I said. But I don't. It didn't sound that way to me.
The information that he gave you was also under confidence, and he provided that information first.
Okay, but how is that relevant to this?
It is relevant because you're saying that I doxed him, but he also, under that same definition, doxed me, and it's such a stupid It's such a stupid definition. It doesn't fucking work. It's nonsense. Actual word garbage.
It does work. You just explained how it works.
No, it's word garbage.
What do you want from that?
You're defining it based off of nothingness. You're not drawing a logical conclusion based off of data points.
Nothing.
If your
We just
resource was
established what it
Oxford
was.
Dictionary, everything can be considered doxing.
Not everything can be
you
considered
taking
doxing.
this conversation. If I say I don't want you to share the contents of this
Dude,
conversation,
and then you do.
Dox. You've doxed me by that definition. It's
no,
so dumb.
dude, you can't dox
information. It's private
that
information, right?
This
isn't a public forum. We're not in public. It's not a public location. This is
It
doxing, right?
absolutely
If
is
you
a public
share the contents
location.
of this conversation, it's so dumb. How can you not see how dumb that is?
Is Facebook considered private or public?
it's considered public.
Was your information about your kids public?
It's not public because my settings are set to private.
I don't even know why that's being brought in, to be honest. But like,
I just want to know.
that wasn't the
It's
context.
valid point.
But
Like,
I
if
mean,
you go to Facebook and my Facebook's unlocked,
All right,
it's
man.
actually
Look,
public information
I
by definition.
I don't know about the rest of these people. I've been doing my best to try and adhere to what you said is how you feel comfortable having this conversation or whatever, and you are not doing the same for me right now.
What am I
So
not doing for you?
I need you to focus. Let's stay on topic and just talk. Can we do that?
I'd love to. Just you could talk to these other guys and ask them not to interrupt you.
I haven't been saying anything to anyone, man.
That's my
I've
point.
only
You're
been
upset
addressing
about-
you this whole time.
you're
Can you
upset about
please do me the
interruptions
respect and
from
do
other
the
people.
same for me?
I would love to, but again, I'm not going to pretend that
Dude,
we're not being interrupted by other
I'm
people who are
ignoring them. Are you incapable of
You
doing
are.
the same?
I'm not. You can ask them to not get involved the same way I asked them not to get involved when I was having a conversation with James.
Dude, I don't even need to ask them because the crazy thing is I'm just ignoring them whenever they say anything. I'm like
That is
pretending
your
that they're not
prerogative.
there. What were you saying?
Aurora,
is your
may I
prerogative.
make a statement?
Go ahead.
Okay, well, can you do the same, or do we need to give you time now to address each one of them?
I'm not going to converse the way you'd like to, and if like specifically, I'm listening to you when you talk. I am.
Well, no,
When
dude.
somebody
This
else-
isn't. Wait a second, Zeroden. This isn't how I like to converse. This is how you asked me to converse with you.
I'm listening to you when you talk, right?
Yes, except when you're talking
What's
to
the
them
issue?
and not listening to me when I talk.
I'm capable of listening and talking at the same time, believe it or not.
Well, you haven't shown that because every time that we're talking, you stop doing that and you start talking at them and you get distracted.
I'm trying to provide you the individual attention that you so richly deserve, and then when they interrupt, they're doing you a disservice, not me.
Well, the
So
crazy
ask
thing
them.
is, man,
You
is
can
the
kindly
only
ask
reason
them
in
because they're your
this
friend group.
whole conversation, Zeroden,
interrupt
that
you,
I
that's fine.
deserve that attention is because you were the one that decided that it needed to be that way in order for us
It's
to have a
just normal
conversation.
conversational skills, man. It's common sense. It's really not that difficult. To not
Common
interrupt
sense
people.
that it's not common sense that if someone's interrupting you, you would just ignore them, right?
Aurora,
Am I wrong?
can I make a statement here?
Sure, go ahead.
I believe what this boils down to, from what I'm hearing from both sides, is that the definition of the doxing does not match up, but your personal opinion of doxing is that he did.
Dude, am I
wrong there?
Okay, addressing you.
Yes.
That is not my personal definition of doxing. All right, the sharing of private information. I told you what my definition of private was.
I'm sorry. Let me
rephrase
that.
Let me
It's
finish.
not your
Let me
definition
finish.
of
Wait a second.
doxing.
Just let me finish before we just went through this with fucking Zeroden. Like, every time someone has asked me to do something, since everything calmed down a little or whatever, I have done that. I need you guys to do the same. So stop being hypocritical and just let it play out, please. All right. I just got through with Zeroden telling me not to talk over him and to let him finish. Now you need to let me finish, and I will explain to you. Look, that is not my personal definition of doxing or what private information means. That is a commonly accepted definition, and to my knowledge, I have not heard anyone in this voice chat yet say otherwise. No one has given me a compelling reason about why that's not a correct definition. The only thing that I hear coming from your end is that if we use that definition, then James himself is guilty of doxing. And like I said, that's completely irrelevant to this discussion. I'm not talking about James. If we want to talk about James after this, we can. But what James did has nothing to do with what Zeroden did. They're completely separate. Okay? And I'm saying that my definition of personal information is something that was given to someone under confidence, something where there was an understanding that it wouldn't leave certain boundaries. And as far as I can tell, that didn't happen. Because I don't think that it's fair to say that if it was something that was given under confidence, I don't think airing it out in front of an audience of 200 viewers is really respecting that. Now, if you disagree with me there, then that's fine. But like I said, it's one thing to disagree with me on that. It's another thing to give me a compelling reason showing why that's not correct. And so far, I haven't seen one. And believe me, I am the type of person, I will shut up immediately and rescind everything I said if someone gives me that reason. But I have not seen that yet.
Okay, may I speak now?
Sure.
What I was going to say when correcting, you were right. I said your definition of doxing when I meant your definition of personal information, which you said is not the definition by the legal standards or the actual standards inside the dictionary that you are using to quote. It is a personal feeling, and as you said, maybe one that is an accepted community feeling, but it is not something that can be linked to exactly. And I know Zeroden was using the definition of your definition against what Lumi did, but it was as an example to show you that that definition itself, not Lumi's actions, is ludicrous. You are saying that you believe the information that Zeroden shared was personal information in accordance with doxing.
No, I didn't
By
say that.
definition, I'm still talking, please.
Information.
So let me finish my statement. You were saying what he said counts as doxing when it legally does not count as any type of personal information that he has shared. So all you can do at this point is agree to disagree because this is personal, not a fucking statement.
Can I talk now? I didn't say personal information at any point in time. Okay. I don't know where the two of you, both of you, because both of you are, I don't know if you can't hear well or if it's just like I'm not speaking clearly or you just don't want to hear me say it.
If you want to throw in side jabs, the conversation is going to get derailed. I'm just letting you know. Just keep it on topic, man.
Well, look, listen, if you can name to me any time that I said personal information or personally identifying information, hey, did we? Yes.
But to that end, I did define for you private information using the same resources you provided.
You are giving me a legal definition of private information.
I'm giving you the definition of private information.
That is a legal definition of private information.
Okay, you're also providing.
And you're using a personal one.
Yeah, exactly. You're using a subjective.
That's why I asked. That's why
you're using a subjective form of definitions. I'm using an objective form of definitions.
Zeroden. That is why I asked. I asked at the beginning of this: are we speaking about this as if it's a crime, or are we speaking about this as if it's private information?
It's not a crime, right? Objectively speaking. So you can't speak about it as a crime. It's not.
Well, then why are you giving me legal definitions?
Because you provided a definition from Oxford Dictionary, which is a legal definition.
No,
I'm responding to you with the same resources that you provided me, and it's somehow upsetting you, which makes no sense.
I'm not upset at all. I mean, the thing that I've been most upset about is you going off in different directions and engaging other people when we're trying to talk about this. Okay, if there's one thing that's upsetting or frustrating to me, it's that.
Okay, then ask your friends not to interrupt like I did.
It's not my job to tell them not to interrupt.
Okay, then it's not my job to fucking sit there and take it either.
He didn't say tell, he said ask.
Say again?
He didn't say tell them not to interrupt, he said ask.
I know, and did I not just say
bothering you, not bothering me. I'm not annoyed by it.
You said it's not your job to tell them.
It's not my job to ask them either. I'm sorry about that. It's not my job to ask them either.
And it's not my job to entertain this conversation. Here we are.
Okay, what's your point?
That's my point. Is you saying it's not my job to is fucking absurd. Just like the definition you're using is absurd.
I told you what I had decided to do about that.
Your argument that there was no like rebuttal provided, you got a really good one. You were actually provided the proper rebuttal, the one that you were looking for, and you just don't want to accept it. The fact is, you have a subjective definition, and no one can budge you off the subjective definition because it's yours. It's subjective, not objective.
Well, that's the exact opposite of what you're describing. But, dude,
it's
my friends, look, my friends or whatever, okay? I don't think of any of my friends as it's my job to correct their behavior or my duty to ask them to stop what they're doing. When I don't like something that they're doing, I push it to the side and I ignore it. Now, that's my way of handling things, but you're implying that it's my responsibility to control them, and it's not. All right?
Let me help you out with that, because I'm not the one upset or saying
I'm here and focused on you.
Hold on, no. You asked me that answer. I'm answering. So, yeah, you're focused on me when somebody else engages me, and I choose to engage them. Just like it's not your job not to ask them not to. It's not my job not to fucking respond.
But the reason I'm focused on you like that,
just like it's your prerogative not to engage that, It's my prerogative to engage that. So I chose to. Now, if you don't like that, if it's disrupting your flow of conversation, then just
It's
ask them
not
not to.
disrupting my flow of conversation.
You are complaining about it. You are upset by it.
Did you
wouldn't have
listen
anything to
earlier to the reason why I was
I
complaining
listened to you.
about it?
Did you hear yourself?
I'm asking you a question. Did you hear why I said I was complaining about it earlier?
I answered.
Do you
your
remember?
question
Can you tell
already.
me?
I heard what you said. You were saying, "Oh, I'm giving you the focus that you deserve. You're not giving me the focus that I deserve." Or
That's not what I
that you
said at
asked me
all.
for. Go ahead.
I said I
Say it
am
again.
abiding.
We'll go
I
into
said
substance.
I'm abiding by what you've asked me to do.
I'm paraphrasing.
So
but
really,
sorry,
if
I
you're
didn't quite
engaging
quote you.
other people, what that becomes is you're getting in your own way because you're not doing what you've asked us to do.
I'm not here for you though, for the umpteenth time. This isn't for you. I don't care about you. I'm not here for you. I don't know who the fuck you are. You're here for me at this point. I came here.
No, I'm
for
not here
James,
for anyone,
who
man.
asked me to engage in a 1v1, a one-on-one conversation,
You
which
said
I accept.
after your duel, I will be happy to have a conversation, or maybe unhappy to have a conversation with
It's
anyone.
for you
that's
though, not for me. You wanted to have the conversation, not I.
Yeah, because I'm correcting you.
You're not correcting me. You're
But
just
you
wrong.
listed out
You're
a
trying to
whole
defend
list
your
of
wrongness
criteria, dude.
by
You listed out
applying
a whole list of
subjective
criteria.
definitions. And it's
You listed out a
hypocritical
whole
and
list of
absurd. And
criteria
I'm
of
sorry
things
that I
that
don't
you
agree with
needed
you,
in
and
the
I'm probably never
conversation.
going to.
You didn't want to be 3 versus 1s. You didn't want to be talking over people. You want to have other people talking over you. You wanted to engage each person individually and directly.
That's common
And
sense,
when you
yes.
said all of those things, I stopped talking and I respected that. I waited for you to finish your duel with Pinky, and then I waited for you to figure out whether or not ReyLion ever came back from the bathroom. And then when you said, "Oh, well, we're done," or whatever, I just politely reminded you that I had wanted to have a conversation too. You were the one that extended that offer, man. So yes, you are actually here for me.
We are at this point talking about having a conversation that we're having. Is there a point coming soon?
Can I say something real quick?
Go ahead.
Why do you always run when Vagabondz shows up?
Why do you always want a fucking third party to fight that I'm already fighting?
Huh?
Well, he's in Vagabondz.
I thought
What?
I asked that question. Why do you want a third party a fight that I'm always fighting? If I'm already fighting a group of players, like let's say I have 5 players, they've got 6 or 7, which is often what happens, and then you guys show up, why would I stay there?
Call back up.
What do I get out of that situation? I don't want to call back.
Fine.
I'm not looking for. It's not for me. I'm gonna find PvP one way or another. I'm not worried about it. I'm asking you, why would I stay there?
But
What's my incentive?
today at Crypt, you ran. Let's see, that 10 at Garmoth like a few days ago.
Yeah.
You ran.
How many were you? And what was I doing
Get
already?
more. Get a bigger guild. I don't know. Fight. Why you deck on Vagabondz? Undeck.
I'm not gonna undeck, and I'll explain. Yeah. You're like, tell me.
I just want to know why you
I'll
run.
fight however I want. I leave.
Why you complaining about what I'm
Like
complaining
it's
about?
gonna be fun.
Why do you
If
have
it's just
to
gonna
keep
be a
complaining?
Zerg chest, it's not fun. It's not fun for me. Simple as that. If it's fun for me, I'll stay. If it's not
That's
fun,
fair.
I'll leave.
And,
Sorry, it's boring.
I think that's a fair statement.
I'm not responsible for your fun. I'm responsible for my fun. I've said that many times. And I'll
I
continue
had a
saying I'm not responsible for you having fun. If you want to 1v1 me, if you want to fight me in a small group, whatever, you get that fight. I'm not leaving that fight. But if you want to run me down with a massive group and I leave, bro, I'm sorry, but you entered your own fight. It's just common sense.
Do you think a fair fight, like fair numbers, let's say 10v10, who do you think would win? Vagabond or
probably us? Yeah, probably us. I think we fought 10v10 and then Vagabondz lost and then called another guild to come support them. Pretty sure that's what happened. Yeah. But I will say this. On this note, as far as why we stay decked, there's a very clear and easy reason I can explain that. It's because you guys keep calling me new customers, and I love that. So, I mean, really, the only reason. You guys keep calling new guilds to come fight us, and I love that. It's so much fun for me. I just deck them, and I give them the same treatment I give you guys, and they fucking hate it, and I love it. I'm having a great time.
How many members?
I mean, if I always run, it's just weird that we have like 3,092 kills and you guys got 2,112, and every time we fight, it's like 2 or 3 guilds fighting us with you guys.
I don't know.
Very rare where I fight Vagabondz alone. And there are a few members of
it was a few guilds decked on the Vagabond, and then
say again.
With last time at Garmoth, there was a few guilds decked on Vagabondz, not just you. And I mean, they all ran. There was everybody on that server was ran. I know you don't know. I know you don't know that they're all decked on us.
Yeah, that applies both ways. You understand, right? Like that applies to me as well. You don't know that we were
Maybe.
already fighting
I don't know.
2 or
Yeah.
3 other guilds there. Did you know that we were already fighting a guild there?
No clue.
At the
I'm
Garmoth
informed.
the other day, I think I just spawned in, and then it was like everybody was there, and then I was like, oh damn.
Everybody there was.
Because I just went to
Zell,
camp before.
You've been on this side of it. How often have we fought Vagabondz by themselves? You've been on this side of it. Be honest.
We've fought them a few times, but I know that their alliances we do fight collectively, but I mean, I think in today's game terms, they see as alliance as just one guild, so I don't really
But it's
know.
not objectively. If you have a pool
True.
of 150 players to call
Yeah.
from versus a pool of 60 players to call from,
No.
you're going to get a lot more people out of the 150, statistically speaking.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But that's not the point.
Just get an
It's
alliance, bro.
like a 40-man or 50-man guild, so it's like
I don't want to recruit more. I would rather just fight you and enjoy the fights that I have. And if it's boring or you guys gonna run me down with a group, I can just leave your dick swinging and I can just come back. I don't make you stay there and fight. That's on you.
Just don't let it
If
hit
you
my
don't
mom.
like it, sorry, then maybe don't inch your own fight by summoning more guilds to fight for you. That's just common sense. If the reason that we leave is because you keep summoning more people, then maybe stop summoning people and just fight even. I can pull up my stream and watch any fucking VOD and see how many times Vagabondz has run me down in a group. It's very rare where they don't. And when they don't, I fucking make sure I acknowledge it. There are about 4 members of Vagabondz that do not fight me in a group. Well, they'll fight me in a group, but they'll also 1v1. Protein Warrior is one. Poogs is another. He will 1v1 on his own. There was a Zerker named ReyLion, I think. He used to, I don't know if he's still in Vagabondz, but he used to 1v1. We fought a lot. We spent at one point like 2 hours fighting each other. It's just, if you want to run me down in a group with like 6 guys and you're like, well, just bring more, or I could just tell you to go fuck yourself and leave.
I gotta say, watching you and Protein Warrior the other day, that was the most entertaining fight I'd seen 1v1 in a long time.
He's a good warrior. Not gonna talk shit on him. He plays well. His ping definitely helps him, but because he's got the East Coast thing or West Coast thing on, but he is a good player. There are a lot of times where like if you watch the stream, like I get caught like while I'm fucking away from him. I'm like, come on, let's just BDO desync. You can't do anything.
Yeah, the BDO desync was so bad because I was fighting Eon. Like after I fought you 1v1, I was like, damn, I just really want.
Eon's another one. He's definitely got ping carry for sure.
That guy,
all a good thing.
I mean, I'll be honest, he's the hardest guy I fought. But I mean, I know Paladin is incredibly crazy. But Aeon's is also a very good player. But the ping definitely works for him. Like there's no question about it. I've been double dashed away from him and ended up back in his hands. And if it happens more often, you can typically tell it's just because of ping. They announced on the Calpheon Vault they're moving the server central, so maybe it'll have more neutral ping. So I don't know, maybe it'll be more neutral or more balanced.
My worry is that they'll move all the servers central and not just, the other way around. They won't move all the servers central. My worry is that they'll move some servers central. So you'll have like media through comma or central, and then other servers are like West Coast. That would be a shit show.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah, because then.
But I can see them doing that.
Yeah, no, they could do that, but I could also see why they would want to do that too, because they feel like maybe it'd even out the whatever else, but it would be.
But how would that work for Node Wars? You know what I'm saying? Like you'd have some Node Wars conducted on central servers and other on eastern servers.
We tried to do Siege tonight, and I was in a loading screen every 10 seconds just trying to run, so I ended up leaving.
Yeah, Siege is not fun.
The fucking coupon server got mauled to death as soon as the thing came out.
Yeah, I couldn't even load the coupons anymore.
So
took like 10 minutes.
I'm not sure if I apologize for it, but back to the gear thing, Zeroden, that was really wrong with me, and I'm sorry. And I know that you wanted to keep that private. I don't know if I apologize for it, but I just want to say it, put it out there.
I accept your apology. It's fine, man. Like I said, I'm fine with being amicable. Some of these guys are going to look for it's just a thing, man. People will look for any reason to hate somebody to justify their own hatred. And that's a reality. That's an unfortunate reality of life.
Why did you keep your gear private?
I want to hate this person. Say again?
Why did you keep your gear private?
Do you think that I hate you?
When he's talking about people hating, he probably is talking about the people that dox.
I'm sorry, I didn't. No, hold on. He said something. I just didn't catch it. What did you say?
I didn't say anything about you specifically. I said that when people have
No,
hatred for you,
I
they'll
was just
justify it.
asking you. Am I not allowed to
Yeah.
ask the question, man?
No, he was
Why are you
answering.
so defensive? I'm answering your question that you're asking me. What is with the weird defense?
What is the answer then?
Do I have to
No.
repeat myself, I guess?
He wasn't talking about you
I
specifically, so
just
it's
said
wasn't
I
talking
heard
to
you
you.
say something and I didn't hear you.
that
Like
was what he said.
like I physically the mic
You
cut
are
out. I
tiresome.
didn't hear you.
You are a very tiresome person to engage with in conversation.
That's nice. Can you answer my question because I didn't hear you the first time?
Rephrase your question.
Rephrase it.
Yep.
I said, do you think that I'm one of the people that hate you?
I don't know you.
That's not an answer to my question.
So how could I? Okay. Think logically. If I don't know you, how can I assume what you think? I don't know you.
I'm not asking you. I'm just asking if you think I'm one of those people that hate you.
I gave you the answer,
That
and
are
you're
the
not
haters.
accepting.
And you, well, I understand.
literally
You
just
said
answered
I
your
don't know
question.
you.
I don't know you. To answer that question, I don't know you at all. I don't know any of your actions. I don't know any of your past seats. I have no information to answer that question for you. I don't know you, guy.
So is that a no?
It's whatever you want it to be. I don't fucking know you.
He has no opinion.
I have no opinion. I
He's
don't
a
know you.
neutral opinion.
If the shoe fits, it fits. If it doesn't fit, oh well. Who fucking cares? I don't know you.
Okay.
I don't like you.
Well, that's your
I
fucking
really don't
prerogative,
care.
Pinky. But also, you know, you an inmate are transphobe, so who gives a fuck? What you
Whoa,
think?
whoa! I'm not
Whoa,
transphobe.
wait a
My
second.
guild
I'm
is
a
you are.
my
transphobe?
guild is
you are.
LGBTQXYZ friendly.
Bro,
We have many
Wait
of
a
the gays.
second.
I
Did
know
you
you
just
guys
call
didn't have the
me a
benefit of the
transphobe?
beginning of this conversation, but understand that it was this is being recorded. Just want to let you know.
Okay.
That's fine with me.
Just call me. Wait a second, then.
I
That's
know it's
that's
fine
good.
with you. I'm just letting you know.
I'm not a
out of
streamer.
courtesy.
It's fine.
Did you
I'm
just
not
call
doing
me a transphobe?
Bro, why do you put yourself in the middle of every conversation that doesn't involve you? I said two specific names, didn't mention yours. For the fifth time, I don't know you.
You better ask about me.
I didn't hear any names, man. I just heard I was one of the last two people that
Get
spoke, and I
yours,
heard
Chad, bro.
those.
I think we're
Huh?
done here. Y'all have a great night.
Yeah. Ask Lex and
Good
Legend
night,
about
man.
me. I know.
Good evening, boys. Sorry about your transphobic friends.
Have a good night.